Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's kids playing hockey here.
Future superstars.
Beautiful
Going in the
building.
nosebleeds, boys. All right. Going in.
Oh, look at this. Very cool. Awesome. Very excited to have the one and only Laser from Hockey Shop in Langley. Welcome to the show, Laser. How you doing today?
Fabulous. No slap shots.
The Rangers score. Boo.
Can you hear me? Yeah? Yeah, that's wild. Okay. This is craziness. I'm watching the game in the bar. This is the, I'll show you guys. I'm literally, we're in a bar here. We make it happen here. Nothing is perfect, you know?
Here we are with the one and only Mr. Jake from Jake's Takes Hockey. Welcome to the show, sir. How you doing today?
That's right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Russell is the best. He's the secret master of the universe. Yes. And he's come to this realm to set us free and deliver a cup to Vancouver, I think. Russell is a gift from the gods, I think. What do you want? You want to say hi to anyone on the stream? You want to say you want to say shout out to anybody? Any advice, words of wisdom? We got 2-1 Canucks right now. Justin, who is he? There you go.
Oh, yeah. Look at that nice ice getting all clean.
There you go. Go Canucks, go! All right.
Yeah, literally the back row, boys. It's nice to have you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm happy to join you guys.
Witten and Jordan from Canucks Uncensored. How you guys doing today?
Awesome. We're good, Russell. Thanks so much for having us on.
David wins it, goes forward and gets a shot, goes wide. Carr puts it behind the net. Got it! Time! Oh, I just got lightheaded! 3-2, Canada wins. I scared the crap out of Dobby. Boys! Boys and girls! We did it! Canada wins! Binnington with some killer saves in overtime, and Connor McDavid, the man we were giving so much crap to through this whole game, wins the game! I'm so red in the face! Look at how red my face is! It's Canadian face! Oh, in Boston, boys! We win it in overtime! This is the man, the myth, the legend, the Blue Line Hockey. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
How you doing today?
Things are great. Thank you for the wonderful intro, and thank you for having me on. And truly a big fan of what you are doing on your channel as well. So keep it up, man. It's really, really good.
We're in the second row, so we're doing all right.
Live from Rogers Arena, Michael Saunders with that beautiful mustache on his face. There it is. Look at that. A live look in Rogers Arena. Mike and Zach.
Russell, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing really good. It's nice to see you.
Great to see you. It's always fun popping into the streams every once in a while when I get a chance, and nice to finally be chatting with you.
How are we? Guys, this is awesome. I'm excited to be here.
Everyone's been very excited to have you on. The word got out and people started getting very excited. So thank you very much for doing this and joining us today.
I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who requested to hear my beautiful voice too. I appreciate that.
How you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy, what an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah, weird
they were
times.
rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
Yeah. We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We are very happy to welcome Brandon Astle to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing is Perfect, Mr. Zach Nolan.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ah, it's great to have you.
Howdy.
What's up, my dude? They say never meet your heroes, but boy, am I glad I got to, because here he is, the man, the myth, the legendary host, Toddcast Podcast, Mr. Todd Hancock.
Dude, thank you, man. What a crazy introduction. A hero, a myth, a legend.
Yeah. We're pleased to welcome to the show, Canuckland.
Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited.
Passionate, realistic, honest. Rev Trev.
Let's go. Let's get some passion going. There's some actual hockey playing.
Smith plays it right across the zone. Bolana with a shot. Score! The Edmonton Canucks from the blue line! Shot through a crowd! And the Canucks have won it in overtime! Just like that, game one is over! And you don't have to wait much longer, because the Abbotsford Canucks have won game one with 14:09 left to go in the overtime period! Woo! Just Charlotte wins the draw. They skate in. They take a shot towards the net. Goes high and wide. Comes around. In behind. Into the corner. And just like that, be resilient. Next man up. The Abbey Canucks, no doubt, never lost 2 games in a row in this Calder Cup Finals. And the Abbey Canucks are Calder Cup champions. Woo! Can you believe it? It's Russell Holiday. It's nothing is perfect. It's time for Vancouver Canucks hockey. It's the Kings versus the Canucks. Oh God, why do we have to play the Kings? Why? Why? Ah. Last stand on home ice for the Vancouver Canucks. It is the last chance to dance on home ice for the Vancouver Canucks against the Los Angeles Kings. I mean, it is what it is. They have to play them the specific amount of times that we've been told they have to play them. So there it is. So it'll be the Canucks versus the Kings tonight. Last time. They're going to also do it's fan appreciation night. So at the end of the game, they will have their chat with the crowd and they'll give away their jerseys and all that kind of stuff. So there'll be lots of stuff going on. We're going to have a busy show as we always do here on Nothing is Perfect. Live again for yet another Vancouver Canucks game. Yeah. What do we got going on? Let's talk about that. Last stand on home ice, Tuesday, April 14th, 7 p.m. Got Jake's Takes Hockey's going to be here. I'm not even watching, right? I want my hands on my face. Dustin's still grimacing away. Dobby's going to be here. He's currently having a nap under the dishwasher. I don't know why. Dobby's weird, man. The lineup for tonight, it's going to be the Canucks versus the Kings. We're going to start off by saying hello to you beautiful people who are already here waiting for the game to get started. We will go through the stats that you want, but you don't really need between the Canucks and the Kings. We'll go through the Canucks starting lineup, which, spoiler alert, has not changed at all except for the goaltender, because I believe they will be giving this game to Lankinen, and the next game will be going to Tolopilo, as there is 2 games left on the schedule for the Vancouver Canucks. Excuse me, I burped. Oh no, I made myself a water and I left it in the other room. Classic. Dustin Boydell will be by for the Rusty and Dusty sideshow. We'll go through the ups and downs of the first period of play. We're also going to go through a little bit more about the Canucks being the number 1 worst team to be the worst run team in the league. We're going to talk about the MLB maybe coming to Vancouver, apparently, which is not a Canucks topic, but kind of interesting. We get a baseball team before the Canucks get a practice facility. Wouldn't that be funny? We're going to talk about how the Canucks goals for, goals against makes them the worst team, which makes us number 1 in being bad. And we're also going to talk about Adam Foote, who does not want to comment about whether or not he is going to be back for next year. So that'll be all happening on the Rusty and Dusty sideshow. And I think Dustin is in chat right now saying hello to you beautiful people. Second intermission, Jake's Takes Hockey will be by. As you saw, he was in chat a little bit earlier. So he's going to be by. We're going to ask him about his thoughts about the season overall so far and what he expects to see in the summertime. If he wants to see Rutherford and Alvin and Foote back, but, only he can answer that question. And then Dustin Boydell will be by and we'll break down everything that happens between the Canucks and the Kings. Now, back to the bar. We do have a poll question running right now. What do you want, or who do you want to see play Colorado in the first round of the playoffs? Your options are the Ducks, the Oilers, the Kings, or uncontrollable, laughing and crying. Those are kind of the ways it'll probably shake down. I can pull up the standings here for you. Right now, as it sits, the Ducks are currently playing. Right now, I think they're losing to Minnesota. The Oilers have 1 more game left to play, which is against the Canucks on Thursday. And then the Kings are playing against the Canucks tonight. So, theoretically, if the Ducks win, they would jump over the Oilers. And then if the Kings won, they would tie the Oilers, but because they have less regulation wins, they would stay down here. So it would take the Kings winning tonight, also winning their other game, and the Canucks beating the Oilers, but then the Kings could jump all the way out of there, and the Oilers would fall all the way down. So most likely it'll be Anaheim or the Kings playing against Colorado, but it is still not set in stone what will be happening. The main reason I asked that question, back to the bar, is because the real question is, who do you want to see get the living shit kicked out of them? Because let's be honest, we don't like any of those teams, right? They're a bunch of duty faces. Okay, hang on. I don't have my water. I'll be right back. All right. Crisis averted. That's like a classic me move. I constantly pour myself cups of water and then leave them in the kitchen, which is what I did. So, too evil. Got to stay hydrated. It's very important, kids. Have you drank enough water yet today? That's what I'm always asking people at work. All right. Let's get into chat. See who is here. So we've got Duncan is here. What's up, Duncan? Callum McKenzie is here. 2 months as a member. What's up, Callum? Colin Whitehead is here. What's up, Colin Whitehead? 6 months as a member. David Olson is in the chat. What's up, David Olson? Nice to see you, my dude. Fangirl, one of our mods, is here. A full year as a member, which is cool to see. James T. Kirk, you're still great, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully we can get you a gifted membership. Michael Chow is in the house. What's up, Michael Chow? Paragolfer Pro. Dustin is hanging out in chat right now, having a good time. He's been a member for over a year. Mevid just popped in. What's up, Mevid? 2 months as a member. Prickfetti is here. 6 months as a member. Shannon is here. What's up, Shannon? Nice to see ya. Hope you're doing good. 6 months as a member. Swervin' Irvin, one of our mods and star of the brand new Headspace Hockey. 12 months as a member and mod as well. I feel like there's a fluff on my nose. People's First Yukon just popped in. What's up, Bobby? T8161 in the chat as well. And then Tillo is here. What's up, Tillo? And Van Isle Beauty in the chat. You love to see it. Hi, Paragolfer Pro. There is the YouTube link for Jake Stakes Hockey. If you have not gone over, make sure you go check him out. He's at 563 subscribers. So go check him out. Give him some love. Sub to him. And then Coach Rob Willie is here. What's up, Coach Rob Willie? 13 months for me. Holy cow, Coach. 13 months as a member for Coach Rob Willie. He's over a year now. I think I'm going to have to update this. I don't know if I have any badges for after a year, so we'll have to update that. Welcome, Coach Rob Willie. Nice to see you, my dude. There's Bobby. Using your monthly membership message. You'll love to see it. Russell asked Trevor Linden why the Kings. Hey, Trevor. Why the Kings? Why? Why? No, you don't know? Apparently he doesn't know. But he's still got that nice smile going on. How does one nap under a dishwasher? He is such a weirdo. Yeah, he'll find a way. A nap under the dishwasher. Seriously, Dobby? Well, you know how like there's like the lip underneath it? Usually. So he's like tucked right underneath it. I don't know. Maybe it's warm under there or something. Duncan, my dad owns the Rival bar in town. The Rival bar. Huh. Click here to support Rusty and Dusty. What's up, James? Yes, PD definitely gets abused. MLB. MLB. I watched Bullet Train yesterday. Really funny movie. Yes, Tillo. That's the one with Brad Pitt, right? And then like everyone dies. David Olson. Davey. What's up, David Olson? Why on earth would Vancouver want a baseball team? One MLB player makes more than the Canucks combined. Oh, might be fun, Michael Chow. Is Kudratsev already better than Mancini? Probably. Yeah, T8161. I would say probably. I would say he is better in his defensive zone. I think that he does a better job of getting shots to the front of the net. He's a much more chill bro. I think he's got better hockey sense. I feel like it's one of these things where Mancini could get
better than Kudratsev as a result of his physical prowess, but I feel like Kudratsev already has better hockey sense inherently in him. So I don't know. It was hard to see. Greetings from Rogers Arena. What's up, Swerve and Irvin? Oh, yeah, you are hanging out with Canuck Clay, aren't you? Swerve and Irvin hanging out with Canuck Clay. Did you guys get into the stadium? Did they give you the good old shakedown? Michael, they have more players to bitch about, not just PD, is my bet. What are the playoffs? I know, right? T8161, we never get that. Every channel has their own culture, not a fan of negativity. Chickpeas or cannelloni beans with pasta. Chickpeas. I love me some chickpeas. Wouldn't the Mariners have something to say about MLB in Vancouver? Lower Mainland has Mariner fans, and does Vancouver have an MLB stadium? Nope, they don't. Correct. If the MLB comes to Van, hopefully they name them the Grizzlies. Isn't that hilarious? Yeah, BC Place. I believe you can set up BC Place as a baseball stadium, so that might be an option. We should be the Mariners town, but Rogers ruined that. They can play out of my backyard. That would be a cool name. Hey, fangirls, says Swervin. Have a great time, Swervin, and have lots of Pepsi with Clay. I want the Kings to get destroyed, says Prickfetti. Stupid desert team. Me either, Prickfetti. That's why I only watch Sakaris and Price for some of the guests now. Oh my gosh, I think I have hiccups. Oh no. How am I supposed to call a game with hiccups? Haha, sure will, Shannon. Drinking all the Pepsi. Hopefully the Canucks have a send-off for Kopitar. Yeah, you're right. Have fun, Irvin. Hi, Swervin. David Olson says, Heart, YouTube, snail. What is that? Is that a cat in a box? Is that Schrodinger's cat? And then there's a dog. And then there's a guy dabbing. And then there's another cat in a box. I want them and Minnesota out ASAP. I like how he says living shit kicked out of him and then falls up with a duty faces laughing and crying. I definitely have hiccups. I don't think I've ever had hiccups on stream before. Prickfetti. Too evil. Uh-oh. Duncan BC Place is dedicated soccer, MLS, and football CFL facility. And the thing is, Fangirl, apparently there is trouble in paradise. I think the Whitecaps in the city of Vancouver are fighting over, oh my God, I got hiccups. They're fighting over BC Place right now or something with like who pays for what and whatnot. Hashtag stay hydrated. Time to cook with gas. Let's go, Knox! Hi, Colin. Happy anniversary, Fangirl. Now hang on. Oh my gosh, I really have hiccups. This is bad. Let's go, Team Gray. Hi, Irvin. Thanks, Prickfetti. Hey, Bobby. Is that old stadium in Toronto could host the Jays for a while? BC Place most certainly can. Star. Star? I don't know what that is. Coach Rob, hi. Question I have is, where is there room for an MLB regulation stadium in Vancouver? Colin, it's a good question. But I wonder if they would just convert BC Place. Happy belated anniversary, Coach, says Prickfetti. I hear Headspace Hockey has a supermodel as their guest this week. Huh. A supermodel, huh? Sounds like there might be a silver fox heading over to Headspace. Let's get Cadet and Kayla a gifted membership. Coach Rob Willie, hi! Vancouver. Yeah, David Olson, see? He's putting the 0 in Vancouver. Jason Negra. Hey guys, haven't been here for a while. What's up, Jason Negra? Nice to see you, my dude. Well, you came here just for the end. Let me tell you, you didn't miss much. The Canucks are trash. Also, guest is hung like a donkey. What? I mean, Trevor Linden. Dustin, is BC Place even configured for baseball, given soccer and football are played there? Wave! What's up, Calvin 99 Charlie? Wave! Is that a sunshine? I think that's a sunshine. Irvin, there be kids here. Tank, 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 tank. Prick Fetty, it's not Coach Rob Woolley's anniversary. He was making a joke because it's his 13 month. He's been with us for 13 months. Oh my God, I actually have hiccups. This is crazy. So he made a joke that it's happy belated anniversary because it's been more than 12 months. They could configure it. Yeah. Duncan, it could be, but they played too many games, and the Lions and the Whitecaps wouldn't be able to use it as well. Last month. Yeah. Like put walls or something. 13 months as a member. Oh my God. Eric Hunter's here. What's up, Eric Hunter? Let's go 3 in a row with a $10 dono. Eric Hunter dropping money into Dobby's College Education Fund. We appreciate you, Eric Hunter. That's why you're in the rafters, putting Dobby through college all on your own. Hunter hype! Hunter, 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 Hunter. Adam Lee is here. If EP40 scores, a membership goes on the board. Ooh. Adam Lee throwing down the gauntlet. Mr. 007 himself. What's up, Adam Lee? All right. If PD scores, then somebody gets a gifted membership. And to make sure that you are available to get that gifted membership, make sure you click on the join button below me. Then it'll bring you down to membership. Click on the 3 dots beside membership. That'll bring you down to gift membership settings. Click on that. That'll bring you up to allow gifted memberships. Flip that switch on. And then Adam Lee or Hunter or Major or Tillo or whoever it is might drop a gifted membership. Hashtag raw for Dobby. Get him the good stuff, right? Janice, I really hope you win in regulation today. Really don't want another Kings versus Oilers for 6th time A. Of course, I hope you lose to my Oilers on Thursday. I don't know if we can help you out. Drink vinegar for hiccups. Interesting. Should I do a shot of vinegar on stream right now? See if it helps. And she did not pick up. Kings played last night, but need to win. Yes. Thomas Lynch, what's up, my dude? Yes, they do need a win. Okay, I think I'm going to have to do a shot of vinegar. Russ, I say this in all seriousness, and a tablespoon of white vinegar straight down the pipe to cure hiccups. It's absolutely 100% go-to. All right, I'm going to go get a teaspoon of white vinegar and do a shot on stream. I love you. Oh my God. Okay, come in here, Dustin. Excuse me. You guys did this to me, all right? Pure white vinegar. Shot glass. This is a fresh bottle. Look, it hasn't even been opened yet. It's going to be good, right? This will do everything right. Oh my gosh. Yep. All right. This is probably going to end badly, isn't it? If I spew all over on stream, this is all your faults. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys ready? Too evil. Oh! 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 Ah! I think it worked. That's crazy. Huh. I need www. Stand up, W. You are gonna come and hang out for the stats that we want, but we don't really need, okay? But you don't get a shot of vinegar. Okay, what the heck am I doing? It actually worked. Can you believe that? Shot of vinegar. Here's hiccups. All right. Stats that we want, but we don't really need. Canucks on Tuesday. They've done it 740 times. They're 316, 311, and 113. If we are looking at their home record on this date, they have played 405 times on Tuesday. They're 191, 148, and 66. We're looking at their away record. We don't need to. It's a bad record. They aren't playing at home. Oh, they're playing at home, so we don't have to look at it. Canucks on April the 14th. They have played on April the 14th 8 times. Oh, he wants to have a little nap on me instead of under the dishwasher. They played on April 14th 8 times. They're 3-5, which is bad, but they are 2-2 on home ice on April 14th. So that's good to see. Canucks versus the Kings on every day. They've played 274 times. They are actually 121 and 109 against the Kings. And on home ice, they are 135, 70, and 43. They've done 135 games, 70 games played that they've won, 43 losses, and 22 overtime losses / ties. In the last 10 games, however, things are not so pretty. The Vancouver Canucks are 3-6-1 in the last 10 games against the Kings. They've only scored 18 goals in that time. That's less than 2 per game. And they've given up 3.3. They have played the Kings actually twice on April the 14th. They lost to them in 1991, 4-1. And they beat them the next year in 1992. So if they win today, they will be... This is the rubber match for April the 14th. Canucks versus Kings on Tuesday. 35 times they've played. The Canucks are 17, 11, and 7 overall. They're 9, 5, and 4 in 18 games on home ice. We're looking at the Canucks scoring leader against the Kings. Currently, it is Brock Besser. He's got 17 goals in 26 games. EP40 has 12 assists in 24 games. And Brock Besser has 24 points overall in 26 games against the Kings. Sergio Momesso, we haven't seen his name on this list before. On Tuesday, he has 8 goals in 6 games against the Kings. Cliff Ronning had 10 assists and 13 points overall in 7 games. And then if we're looking at the April 14th, the 2 games they played, Pavel Bure and Curvers had 1 goal each in 1 game. Adams and Lidster both had 2 assists in 2 games. And then Lidster also had a goal. So he's got 3 points in 2 games. And then Trevor Linden is the all-time goal leader against the Kings at 33 in 81 games. And then Henrik Sedin has 36 in 69 games. Nice. And then Linden has 60 points overall in 81 games. The Kings' Kopitar is the leading goal scorer against the Canucks with 18. He's also got 44 assists for 62 points in 73 games. Luke Robitaille leads the Kings on Tuesdays against the Canucks. 10 goals in 15 games. He's also got 14 assists for 24 points in that time. And then on April 14th, Donnelly had 2 goals in 2 games. Casper, the friendly ghost, had 2 assists in 1 game. And then Casper leads with 2 points in 1 game. And then Marcel Dion had 46 goals in 68 games. Wayne Gretzky had 55 assists in 47 games. And then Marcel Dion with 97 points in 68 games against the Canucks as the all-time point leader. Let's have a look at the team stats. The Kings have defeated the Canucks 3 times already. 2-1, 4-0, and 4-1. Outscoring them 10-2 in that time. which is pretty brutal. Kempe has 7 points in his last 5 games. He's got 5 goals in that time. And then the bread man has 4 assists. Brock Besser leads the Canucks with 4 points in his last 5 games. Jake DeBrusk has 3 power play goals in that time. And Phil Hronek has 4 assists in that time. The Kings power play sucks. It really, really sucks. Oh my gosh. Okay, W, you go down. Okay, and we'll bring you back up in a minute. They're 28th in the league, 17%. The Canucks have the best power play in like the last 20 games. It's crazy. So they are now up to 14th. Their power play has been on a heater. Then the penalty kill for the Kings is terrible, and so is the Canucks, 31st and 30th place. Face-off wise, the Kings are exactly 50%, and then the Canucks are at 49%. Oh, it's all gone now. We're going to hop over and see the comparable stats. 56 points in 80 games for the Canucks, 89 points for the Kings in 80 games. The Canucks have a harder shot speed overall. The Kings have a better speed, which is crazy because they're old and slow. The Canucks have skated more in their last 10 games. Shots on goal, Kings have more, except for the Canucks have more for mid-range. When it comes to goals, the Canucks have more high danger goals. So that means their shooting percentage is better overall, which is crazy. That's psycho because the Canucks are the worst team in the league. And they have a better shooting percentage from high danger chance places. And then the Kings spend more time in the offensive zone, more time in the neutral zone, and less time in the defensive zone. So they beat out when it comes to territorial play. Back to the bar. Let's have a look at the lineup of offensive lines today. They're crazy again because they're the same as last game. We've got Teddy Bluger playing with Liam Ogren and Brock Besser. Got Marco Rossi playing with Drew O'Connor and Linus Karlsson. We've got Atu Ratu playing with Curtis Douglas and Ty Mueller. Douglas getting his first goal last game. And then EP40 is playing with Niels Big Hog Hoglander and Jake DeBrusk. And then on defense, no changes here either. It's going to be Zeev Buium, Phil Hronek playing together. We've got Marcus Pettersson and Tom Wielander still playing together. And then we've got Elias Pettersson, and Kirill Kudratsev on the bottom pair. And then Kevin Lankinen gets the start in net tonight. Cool? All right. We are all up to date. The national anthems are over. The first period is about to get underway here between the Canucks and the Kings. My name is Russ Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect, and we have been live during every single Vancouver Canucks game this year, except for when Dustin got married during a Kings game. So we have felt the pain of being a Canucks fan this year for sure. But the Kings game we missed was the perfect one to miss because that is the one that the Canucks lost 4-0 in. All right. We're going to keep an eye on our out-of-town scoreboard as well. The Wild are still leading the Ducks. The players are lined up at center ice. We've got the whatever line you want to call it. PD's line is out to start with Hoglander and DeBrusk, and play is underway at Rogers Arena for the last time this season. The Kings come up with it in the neutral zone and dump it in deep. Trevor Moore got it deep. Canucks will take it back. Byfield gets it in the slot, though. Pass it over for Trevor Moore. Good stick there by Marcus Pettersson. Kings get it back to the point. Fire it wide. Doughty keeps it in for a moment, but Hoglander with a good effort to get it out. And then Laferriere gets it in. Oh, and then Wielander tries to clear around behind the net. That goes off a couple of players' skates. And then EP40 makes a pass out to center for DeBrusk. Looks like DeBrusk got a piece of it. So the Kings goaltender came out to touch it. Oh, Brock Besser in! Down the slot, takes a shot towards the front of the net. And a save there from Mr. Kemper. And then the puck will dribble in on Kemper. I'm going to say Kempner a whole bunch tonight. He's going to get a bunch of free advertising tonight. KJ Brazy's in the house. Salutations all. What's up, my dude? My late Gigi drank some vinegar on hot day in Alberta by accident. I was like, that's vinegar, Gigi. Ran and got her some water. Laugh out loud. Luger trying to take a face off. The linesman didn't like the way he took it, so they're going to make him leave the face off dot. Now, Besser's going to take it. What a weird. They've got all the forwards on one side of the face off dot in like a triangle. Besser's going to try and win it back. He cannot. The Kings skate in behind their own net, and they'll start out, pass up to center. Kempe across the middle of the ice, intercepted by the Canucks. They'll pass back into their own zone. Besser drops it back. Hronek over his own blue line. Pass at center for Buium. He dumps it in from center. Puck ends up behind the net in the corner. Almost taken away by the Canucks, but the Kings will recover. Kempe pass to the far side of the ice in his own zone. Now back to the near side. Pass out to the neutral zone. Panarin, the breadman, dumps it in from there. First one onto it. EP25, he tries to throw it out. Ends up giving it right back to the Kings, who throw it in front. Panarin fans on a one-time attempt. Now the puck behind the net for EP25. He'll play it up the boards. Puck will go right to Anze Kopitar, who plays it to the middle, but that one's knocked away. And then Wright gets it. Throws it through the front of the net. The puck goes by. Blanket it, and it's cleared to the side. Who the hell was that? Was that Kudratsev? Kudratsev just cleared the puck out from behind Lankinen. Oh my goodness gracious. Lankinen made a save, had no idea where it was. How is that not a shot? Apparently that shot was not a shot. Weird. Kudratsev with a great defensive play. No panic there from the... Oh, I didn't even start the clock. I thought I started the clock. 17:20 left to go here in the first. Canucks get a shot towards the front of that. Looks like CC got in the way of that one. Knocked it down, and the Kings will clear it out down into the Canucks zone. Canucks play it up there. Ratu. Pass up for Mueller, who tips it in at the blue line. They move it on the forecheck. Douglas throws a hit. Puck squirts out, though, to center. Marcus Pettersson back into his own zone. He'll wait for his teammates to change. Hoglander dishes the side for Hronek. Hronek out for Petey at center, who tips it in to the far side corner. Canucks move in on the forecheck. Clark turns and plays it up the boards. Buium pinches in, keeps it in, plays it down the boards for Hoglander. Does a nice move to get away from the check. Back to the blue line for Buium. Buium across for Hronek. Back for Buium, but the Kings player gets his stick in the way and deflects the puck over the glass. Elizabeth singing with her little sister is so cute. Riley Fraser, I agree. Super cute. Not gonna lie, he can be a mean drunk. KJ Brazy 2 is here. That's hilarious. What a good play by Kudratsev. Good body position, and then he cleared the puck. First career assist he got. Everybody was remember this, guys. KJ Brazy 2. Remember this, KJ Brazy 2. When everybody was celebrating Curtis Douglas's first goal, EP25 was sure to tap Mr. Kudratsev on the helmet to let him know that he was excited that he got his first assist as well. Plays back underway. Canucks work it up to the blue line. Drew Doughty takes it there. Drew Doughty through center. Passes up there. Trevor Moore chops it down into the Canucks zone. First one back onto it's Buium. Hoglander to the middle. Out of the reach of Petey. Petey backhands it, though, after skating onto it. Puck comes right in on Kempe. What the hell is their goalie's name? Kemper? Kemper. Kemper, Kempe. Kemper, Kempe. Kemper, Kempe. Kemper, Kempe. Vilander settles a puck in front of his net. Passes over for Marcus Pettersson, who loses the puck for a moment. But he recovers, dumps it in. Brant Clark will clear it out all the way down the ice. Not going to be quite enough for icing as Vilander gets there first anyways. Marcus Pettersson plays it up front for Besser. Backhands it, but that one gets knocked down. And now Kempe had it for a second in the slot, but he gets checked. And then Vilander will get to center and dump it in. Ogren gets knocked down. Besser blocks a pass around behind the net. Brant Clark, though, gets in the way. And he'll throw it around the boards, and that'll come all the way down into the Canucks zone. Oh, yeah, and then the Golden Eyes are playing tonight, aren't they? Let's keep our eye on the Golden Eyes game as well. Hey, the Golden Eyes scored! We can do this. Golden Eyes score! You love to see it. Golden Eyes go up 1-0 on their first shot of the game. Ooh, attempt to the front of the net. Deflected away. And then the puck gets chopped out of play. Should I do another shot of vinegar? I gotta get rid of this before I'm tempted. I can't believe that worked. You guys are crazy. I thought you guys were just messing with me, but apparently not. It worked like a charm. Andrew in the chat. What's up, Andrew? Nice to see you. Wielander has really grown on me this year. Guy just wants to win like his effort. Yep. Coconuts go. Coconuts go. Coconuts go. Coconuts go. Coconuts go. Face off won by the Canucks in their own zone. Boom plays it out to center. Bluger had it in his feet, and then it gets taken away from him. Kempe skates back into his own zone. Wave! Wave! Let's Vancouver. Pass out front for Kempe, but out of his reach, being checked by Ogren. Back up for Brant. He takes a shot to the front. I think that deflected off somebody in front. Canucks skate through center. Ogren dishes at the blue line. Hronek throws it towards the front of the net. That one gets deflected wide by Ogren. Pass out to the blue line. Gets just outside. William has control, though. Jake takes hockey. Riot? Yes. Canucks bring it in now. Bluger throws it towards the front of the net. Brant Clark makes a block. I was going to say makes a save, but he blocked the shot. How come we can't say the player makes a save? Josephine puts it back to the blue line. CC kicks it down low. Canucks intercepted there. So Joseph is in the lineup. It is P.O. Joseph's brother, I think. Yeah. There he is. Look at this guy. Matthew Joseph, number 17 in the lineup. Yo, what's shaking, everybody? How's it going, Big Mac? Kings dump it in. Recover the puck. In behind the net. Shot to the front of the net. Blocked there by the Canucks. Jake DeBrusk through center. Over the blue line. Passes across in the far side corner. Hoglander back for DeBrusk. DeBrusk puts it back for Hoglander on accident, but it worked anyways. Back to the blue line. Wielander throws it towards the front of the net. Kemper makes the save and hangs on. Good puck movement by the Canucks there. You do love to see it. Let's see. So if Joseph is in, that means somebody else is out. Who is out? Who is out? Tell me. Tell me who's out. I'll have to look. All right. $40, 52, 53, 55, and Hellenius. Ryan Doolin's in, CC's in, Edmondson's in, Doughty's in, and 44. So it is Mallet is out. Jeff Mallet not playing tonight. Cool. That was easy to fix. Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. Tillo's like hashtag pull the goalie. Yes, pull the goalie, says Prick Fetty. What's up, Fetty? Holy shit. Set a record. Longest game played with no goalie. Pull both goalies. Let's go 6-on-6. Do it. And 1-0 goal for the Golden Eyes. We'll keep our eyes on that. They got started tonight at 7-2, I believe. They still only have the one shot in the game. The goal was scored by none other than Sarah Nurse from Claire Thompson and Teresa Vanisheva, which we love. My favorite player, Teresa Vanisheva. Claire Thompson with her 13th assist. Sarah Nurse with her 7th. And Teresa Vanisheva. 9 assists so far. You love to see it. Goldeneye, 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 Goldeneye. Plays backing away at Rogers Arena. Kings behind their own net. Pass out into the slot. Puck gets taken away by EP40. Hoglander's there to help out. He turns back to the blue line. Fires one towards the net. EP40 tries to tip it. Ends up tipping it wide. Hoglander put a nice pass in the middle for Hronek. It gets it back for Boom. Throws the puck wide of the net. Hoping for a tip, I think. DeBrusk chops it down. Down for Petey. Petey tries to get it up front for Hoglander, but that one's deflected away. Canucks now. Hronek steps over to the blue line. Back in. To the backhand. Throws one right across the top of the crease. Out of reach of anyone. EP40 throws a reverse hit. Puck over for Hronek. Drops it for EP40, who leaves it for Booyam, who puts it back for Hronek on the blue line. Leaves it for Booyam. Booyam through the faceoff circle. In behind the net. Skates back up. Puts it back to her Hoglander at the blue line. He cuts to the outside. Throws it towards the front of the net. And DeBrusk went down. Looked like DeBrusk might have been checked or slashed or something, but he ended up getting hit by the puck. Out of that, he was diving out of the way of it. Booyam banks the pass off his own end boards back to Mr. Hronek, who now cues up behind his net. Hell yeah, EP40 is a glue guy. We'd love to see it. Yep. Congratulating Mr. Kudratsev on his first NHL point. Kudratsev keeps it in. Speak of the devil for DPD. Over for Drew O'Connor in the faceoff circle. Throws one towards the front of the net. Kempe makes the save, an awkward glove save, but he hangs on regardless. Calvin, why not just order straight fries then? Laugh out loud. Because I'm fat, Colin. I wanted cheese and fries. Laugh out loud. Live long and prosper. Gary Wiseman, the funniest man in chat, is here. Anyways, I think Dobby just farted. Golden eyes, golden eyes, golden eyes, golden eyes. Canucks win the faceoff in the offensive zone. DPD with a shot. That one's blocked. Rossi picks it up, skates into the faceoff circle near side, through the slot, back to the blue line. DPD throws it towards the middle of the net, and he's gone! DP 25 puts the puck into the net, and the Vancouver Canucks have taken a 1-0 lead. Woo! You love to see it. Anytime one of the Pedersons can score a goal, you love to see it as EP 25 puts the puck into the net. Rossi puts it to the far side for Kudratsev, back for DPD, and then DPD snaps it through a crowd, a seeing eye shot that goes off of Kempner and into the net. Did O'Connor touch it? Either way, it looks like Kudratsev in his second game has his second assist. 2 games played, 2 assists. You love to see it. EP25 gets his 3rd goal of the year. Kudratsev with the assist, and Marco Rossi picking up the helper as well. Woo! Oh my God, the Canucks have a lead against the Kings? This is unheard of. Let's go! Coach Robley, go, 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 go. EP25, place. Go, 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 go. Zach, go, 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 go. Casket Brain, go, 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 go. Congrats, Duncan. Go, 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 go. Says Connie. I didn't start the clock. I was too busy celebrating. Canucks have some pep in their step in this game. Kings look like they feel like they're set in their ways now. I say, goal, 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 boom, goal, goal. Let's go, DPD. Calvin 99 Charlie, go, 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 go. Cal McKenzie, go, 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 go. Kenora, what's up, Kenoras? Goal, 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 goal. La, 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 la. That's what you say. I say, la, 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 la. Canucks finish the season on a high note. I hope so. Zach, Sweden, Riley, goal! Eric Hunter with a gifted membership into the chat. Look at that. Celebrating EP25's goal. Thank you very much for donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. Congratulations, Jeremy Sexsmith, for getting his free gifted membership courtesy of Eric Hunter, the legend that hangs in the rafters. You love to see it. Thank you very much, Eric. We appreciate you, my dude. You absolute beauty. Hunter, 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 Hunter. Hee, sex. Kings want to avoid the Avs, though, so I don't think they're playing bad on purpose. Nope. Canucks get a shot from a sharp angle. DeBrusk, as we go behind the net. Canucks get it back to the blue line now. Tipped on net. But that one gets blocked, I think, in front. Looks like Mikey Anderson got in the way of that one. Kings now chop it up to the Canucks blue line. The Canucks will poke it back towards the Kings side, but puck dribbles back towards Marcus Pettersson in his own zone. Cal McKenzie, goal! Hunter, 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 Hunter. I have a hair in my mouth, I think. DPD! Build some momentum for next season. Yep, EP25 has been the better PD this season, says Gary Wiseman. Which one? He's better than Marcus and Elias? Could we please get a Pettersson and Pettersson goal before the end of the season? I would love a Pettersson goal. That's all I want. I got a Douglas goal. Now I want a Pettersson goal. Duncan, you're not allowed to sing that here. Did you not get the memo? Laugh out loud, JK. Goalie, 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 go. Ooh, a sharp angle. Pass back to the blue line. Kings take control. Shot to the front net. Lankinen makes a save, and he'll grab that rebound and hang on. Rockbester tells Kopitar to get the hell out of there. With all due respect, sir, get the hell out of my crease. And people were telling me Elias Pettersson was washed. I know, Tillo. Attaboy, TPD, says Mevid. PD Jr., says Casket Brain. EP25 scores to put the Canucks ahead 1-0. Beats what the Winnipeg Jets versus the Utah Mammoths so far have accomplished. No goals scored, but 2 goals allowed deep into the second period. Speaking of the out-of-town scoreboard, David, the Wild have increased their lead over the Ducks, so it is now 3-1. The Jets are still trailing 2-0 to the Mammoth. The wily Flames are giving the Avalanche a run for their money at 1-1 in the second period, although the Avalanche are on the power play, but they probably won't score because the Avalanche are terrible on the power play. The Bruins spanked the Devils 4-0. The Penguins are up 3-1 on the Blues. Is Shilov's in net? That is all we care about, right? Artur Shilov's is not in net. And then the Capitals beat the Blue Jackets 2-1. And then the Flyers beat the Canadiens 4-2. And then the Hurricanes beat the Islanders 2-1. So those are all your finals. Back to the bar. DPD! Where has this team been all season long, Colin Whitehead? I don't know, man. Kings clinched the playoff spot last night. Gonna be flat. Yep. I used to put liquid vitamin C in coworkers' water jugs online and in school. It makes it super, super sour. Great prank. That's mean, dude. Of course, the Blue Jays would put Hoffman in close to close the game, and I don't trust him at all. That is a good question, says David. Prickfetti online? Online means in the kitchen. Oh, I think I let the clock run through that commercial break. So there's still 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the first period of play. 6:30 now. Colin, it's the end of the season. Also, Kings made the playoffs, so they're probably playing half-mass. Go Jays, go! E vitamin C and E water. Haven't washed it today. In a kitchen and on the line. Yeah. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Eric Hunter. I agree. Losing guarantees abs. I hope they lose. Laugh out loud. Douglas dumps it in from center. Bluger moves in, throws a hit. Puck gets chopped out though to center. Good burst of speed from Byfield, who drops it to the front. That one gets knocked away from him though. Mueller gets it in deep. He'll move in on the forecheck. Gets in on Doughty, disrupts the play a little bit, but the Kings will recover. Played up the boards. That one ends up at the blue line. Canucks keep it in there. Good work there by Douglas. And then Ratchet will put it in deep. Douglas moves in to keep the puck deep while his teammates change. All 6'9" of him. Canucks are able to get a change now, which is good to see. Kings flip it out from center down into the Canucks zone. That drops right in the faceoff dot. Skating onto the puck is Armia, who puts it in behind. Vilander gets there first, though. Puts the puck up the boards for Hoglander. Now the puck bounces back to Hoglander. He starts out. Good burst of speed. Throws one across for EP40. Hoglander in on the forecheck. Overskates the puck, but gets it back. Plays it back to the blue line. Kept in there by William. He skates in the faceoff circle. Fires a good one towards the net. Kemper makes a save with the shoulder. Puck ends up behind the net. William chops the puck out front, but nobody was there to take it. And now the Kings bring it in 3-on-2. Oh, they came in offside. Whoopsies. 4:25 left to go here in this first period of play. What is that symbol beside Gary's name? Does that mean he's in a different country? I didn't see that on anyone else. I don't see a symbol beside his name. What do you mean? Who scored for the Canucks? EP25 did. His third of the season, scored by number 25, Elias Pettersson. The assist to number 59, Kirill the Thrill Kudryavtsev. And to number 93, Marco Rossi. Time of the goal, 9:21. Woo! Back to the bar. I would love if the Kings beat the Oilers this time and McDavid gets traded. Wouldn't that be funny? I don't see a symbol. Me neither. Big hit by EP25. Yep. Neither do I. When Russell showed the chat on the screen, there was a symbol beside his name. There's an @ but I think everyone has an @ Is it this maybe? Was it the nothing is perfect symbol? And Gary's just like, I don't know. Thomas. Dobby go. Dobby go. Dobby go. What's up, Thomas? Nice to see you, my dude. Welcome back. If we want to spoil the Oilers' shot at avoiding the Avs, we need to lose tonight and beat the Oilers on Thursday. That is fair enough. Free Willy! The @ James C. Kirk. Check. Before the months and after your name. Huh. It would have been maybe the nothing is perfect symbol. I want Oilers versus Kings again. Is it possible for us to get Oilers versus Kings? Face off just outside the Canucks blue line. Got the Ratu line out. He loses a rare one. So with 4:20 left to go in the first, the Kings will dump it in. Puck ends up behind the net. Mueller in the corner plays it behind, but it gets intercepted by a Kings player. Ratu gets the puck just outside the blue line. The Kings will retreat back in their own zone. They'll play it all the way down to the Canucks zone. Banks it. Now they chop it behind the net. Canucks move it to the boards, out to center. And that'll roll down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call against the Canucks. Learn the rules. Was a Chinese symbol or something. You tripping dog. Laugh out loud. David, says David Olson. Gary, did you just lose your membership too? Laugh out loud. That is possible. Tillo, I don't want the Ducks versus Kings first round. I'm Grace, so there's no months after my name either. Calvin, are you tripping, bro? No, I've been gray for weeks. I think you might have mixed up someone else's message. Trevor Linden? Trevor Linden. Anyone know who the Ducks are playing their last 2 games? The Ducks are playing right now. They're playing Minnesota right now. Then they play Nashville. They play Anaheim right now. Or sorry, Anaheim is playing Minnesota. And they play Nashville on the 16th. Back to the bar. Fangirl had the something between her name and the month. I think it's the mod symbol. Yeah, that's probably it. The Ferrier. Oh! Tank, baby, tank! As a 2-on-1 occurs, and Quinton Byfield going to the front of the net gets a goal on a nice pass across the top of the crease. William with a pinch in the middle of the ice, and that was a bad pinch. And Brock Besser couldn't hand Byfield going to the net. Byfield fighting off Brock Besser, and the Kings have tied up the game. Guess they're not going away that easy. Ooh. Yeah, Knorrs is right. Learn the rules. Boo. Fuck. Swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Boo. Shitty. You're shitting me. Russell in chat, did you hear that the Canucks sent like 5 or 6 people to watch Caleb Malhotra play last game? Yup. We did hear that. Me and Dusty talked about that. If the Canucks fall to 3rd, there's a very real chance they will draft Mr. Malhotra. Tank, 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 tank. Ooh, shot wide. Oh my God. Dobby's underneath my chair. Quinton Byfield ties this week's LA Kings Canucks games at 1-1. Oh, boo. Yep, on Caleb Malhotra. That's pretty cool, Colin. I think he's the pick. Tank, baby, tank. I was saying there's a scenario where Caleb is the first overall this draft. That's crazy. Can you imagine? Seriously, another earned run. Hoffman with a runner now on 2nd and 3rd. I don't know what the Jays are doing. Gray, 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 gray. Yes, I'm a moderator, Gary. Gary mods get a check mark beside their name. It's actually I think it's a shield, right? They're supposed to anyway. It's a shield, Colin. When Russ gets to comments, he will pop it up. Someone has a Chinese symbol. I just want to know what that means is all, okay? Oh, let's see. Russell, what's your favorite cocktail to make while working behind the bar? Bob Bluger in the chat. What's up, Bob Bluger? I really like making margaritas. I make a mean margarita. Oh, William got grabbed. It might be a penalty against those filthy Kings. I really like making margaritas. Lime margarita. I also make a mean sangria. Oh yeah, Kempe's gonna get a penalty for holding, I guess. He grabbed onto Booyam. So the Canucks get a late power play. See if this hot power play can get going. Bob Luger, what's your favorite cocktail to drink? Patterson with a clean draw. He actually wins it right past Hronek. So Hronek picks it up in his own zone, passes it for Petey. Petey drops it back for Besser. Oh no, that's DeBrusk. DeBrusk doing his best Besser impersonation, passes across the ice for Besser. Back down low for DeBrusk. DeBrusk back to the sideboards for Petey. Petey puts it in the middle for Besser. Hronek keeps it in just at the blue line. Now Petey battling to keep it in the blue line, but looks like they're going to run out of time unless they get one more chance here. And Rossi will just wait and hang on as the Canucks will have a minute and 24 left to go on the power play to start the next period. So it is time to get Dustin Boydell on the line. Get the headset on. All right. Dustin Boydell can. Yeah, Chad is gonna be pissed that you're wearing that shirt, Dustin. Here it is, the shirt that you all hate, but the man that you love, the Silver Fox, Dustin Boydell. What's up, my dude?
What is going on with this? This is awful. Yeah, even I don't like it.
Well, there's like you have the like the little tiny lines, but it looks like you're like made of like Venetian blinds or something like that. I don't know. It's tripping me out, man.
I don't know. It's like I'm an optical illusion or
Should
something.
I throw a green screen on you just to see what that looks like too? Let's go with that.
That might break everything.
Chroma key. Let's see what happens. Nah, didn't do anything. Boring. Dustin, that was a period of hockey the Vancouver Canucks played.
It was something.
I mean, it looked like they had the pep in the step, and as many people were talking about in chat, like, I mean, the Kings have clinched, so they were in, but they obviously don't want to lose this because that could get them a matchup with the King or the Avalanche. So, did you see any ups and downs in that period from these two teams, or what do you think?
I saw a couple of ups from some of the young guys. Obviously, DPD getting his third goal of the year, Kudryavtsev getting another assist. Those two actually look really solid together, moving the puck out of the zone well. Are covering their defensive end well. On the Byfield goal, it was a bad, not a bad read by Booyam, but too aggressive at that time of his shift. Because Hronek had just changed, so that means Booyam was probably towards the end of a shift. In that situation, when you're likely the last man back, you should just be backing up and not trying to pinch up on Kempe. And that would have allowed Vilander to take Byfield crashing the front instead of Besser trying to outmuscle Byfield, which Besser's just not going to win that battle, right? Byfield's a big body, strong on his feet, and he just straight out beat Besser in a battle to the front of the net and tipped that one by Lankinen.
It sounded like Dr. Seuss. This goal analysis is brought to you by the letter B. Byfield Besser battle beaten to the net. But you're right.
A little alliteration never killed anybody. Hey, don't make me get the onomatopoeia out. Buzz, crack, hiss.
The crowd buzzed and hissed as Besser and Byfield battled to the net.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Kudryavtsev, loving it. Loving every minute of it. Somebody asked earlier, I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, but somebody said, do you think that Kudryavtsev is already better than Mancini?
Here's the thing. The reason Kudryavtsev looks better than Mancini is because his development skyrocketed. He was a later round pick. He wasn't a first round pick. The bar was pretty low for expectations on his development. He was one of those ones where you would have been okay with him taking some time to develop his 200-foot game because he was drafted because of the offensive numbers that he put up in the CHL in his draft year. Was an absolute demon. And then last year in the AHL under Manny's tutelage, he turned into this incredible 200-foot player that was really important to the Calder Cup run. And then this year, when they suffered so many injuries at the beginning of the year, he was asked to play, both sides of the ice, penalty kill, power play. He was doing everything, and he looked very, very good. And he has continued to look good all year, had an injury mid-year, bounced back from that injury, didn't miss a beat coming back from it. Got right back on the horse, kept doing what he was doing. I was hoping he would get a look late in the season like this because he was one of those guys that I think is ready for the NHL. And he just makes the plot thicken, right? When it comes to the kind of embarrassment of riches on the blue line and kind of okay, how did we end up with all of these amazing blue liners that are kind of similar in age, can develop, they're gapped well for development, and you have a guy ready to kind of jump in at the next level, right? DPD now is going to be a veteran defenseman going into next year, right? He's going to have another off season to train. He's only going to get better next year. Kudryavtsev and Mignot are both going to be challenging in training camp for NHL time. So it'll be curious to see what happens with this left side. We talk about everything on the right side kind of being bunched up. There is a couple of lefties as well that are really promising young prospects. Don't fall too much in love with all of them because we may have to repurpose some of them into some forwards because we don't have that stopgap forward group yet. We do have some, up and comers in Ty Mueller and that sort of thing. And we got lucky with a Max Sasson, but we have Klimovich who's going to kind of just contract out here and likely is playing his last couple of games as an Abbey Canuck this weekend. And so it also shows you the type of players that Manny and crew develop. So you'd have to be excited to see him continue with the young players at the NHL level if he were to do that.
Are you saying that
Wink,
it feels
nudge,
like
nudge.
the Canucks started their rebuild 2 to 3 years ago?
Maybe.
All right. Let's talk about we're number one. So we talked about this one a little bit already, but I wanted to bring it up again because it was this poll that came out from player agents, and they all got together, and it was The Athletic who asked them, who is the worst run organization in the world? So I'll bring it up again. So it was 23 or 22 votes. So that's the first thing. 22 people decided, and 7 of them said the Canucks were the worst run organization. The other question they were asked, which was who's the hardest front office to deal with? Anaheim was the number one on that one. The Canucks had 4 people say they were hard to work with. The reason I wanted to bring this up again was because Craig Button, who I don't always agree with, but he made a really good point today when he visited Donnie and Dolly, and he said, I don't like these anonymous polls, and I can kind of see where he's coming from, where these player agents, didn't have to say anything other than what their opinions were, and they're totally anonymous, so they can say what they want without any kind of retribution. This could just be them trying to screw with things. So when we kind of reanalyze this poll for the numbers that it is, does that kind of change your perspective on the numbers that came in, or is it just still like, man, we suck?
Well, as much as I rarely agree with Craig Button, I do think these polls, you got to just be careful a little bit. Obviously, there are going to be some agents recently that are pretty upset with the Vancouver Canucks. There's been some long-term contracts that have been signed that have had to be traded away. And, you know, there's young guys that have been moved that weren't planning to be moved. There's all sorts of things that they've done. They say one thing and do the other. The miscommunication has been evident even to the fans. So it's not surprising that the Canucks would be up there, even if this were a not anonymous list. I think there are plenty of agents that would be frustrated with them and how they're being told one thing and suddenly, you know, the team is going in a different direction. That would be pretty frustrating. And you and I have talked about when Rutherford talks, it seems very straightforward unless he, you know, makes a pointed cryptic comment. But everything he says was contradicting everything Patrick Allvin was saying this year on camera. And then you had a third moron to the mix in Adam Foote, who was giving his own complete view of everything. And it was like, Rutherford says we need to do this. Allvin says we need to do this. And Adam Foote says he's going to do this because he's the worst coach ever and thinks he's trying to justify his case of changing the NHL. And, you know, the guys came out well in this first period, looking like they're giving a crap for the fans in this last game. But let's be real. This is not a testament to Foote's coaching. Like, they're not suddenly putting it together because Adam Foote is a wizard. He's got these crazy lines going. Like, there's no world where Besser, Ogren, and Rossi should have been broken up this year. Like, they should have stayed together. Besser is now his offense that was, you know, starting to get there 5-on-5 is drying up because he's with Bluger the last couple of games. And Bluger doesn't exactly drive the offense the way Rossi does. And Rossi looks frustrated because he doesn't have a shooter on his line anymore. He's got two guys that like to dig in the corners. I mean, O'Connor does have a nice shot, but he's more of a power forward build. Same with Carlson. So you got, again, these ridiculous mishmash of lines, and then you got the three lefties on the top line again, and you got Höglander on his off wing, you got DeBrusk up there. So it's just as much as the Höglander DeBrusk combo is more of the right player combo, they're both lefties, and so it takes away that ability to have a right-handed one-timer shot set up with Pettersson, so you can go back and forth to both guys having two one-timer opportunities on the same top line. That's why you want that balance with right-handed shot. You just don't want three lefties up there. It just doesn't make sense. Down on the bottom two lines, it's fine because you might be going for rebounds and tipped shots and that sort of thing. You're not trying to set up, highlight real goals. So, yeah, just everything they do is just so stupid. So
Yep.
I'm not surprised.
So we're number one, maybe not at being the worst run, but just being total morons.
Yep.
MLB in Vancouver. Ken Sim, the mayor of Vancouver, is calling for a launch of a bidding process for Major League Baseball. Would that be the most Canucks thing ever if they ended up getting a baseball team in the city before a practice facility for the Canucks?
I mean, there has got to be a million American cities ahead of Vancouver on this list of teams that would be considered for expansion in the MLB. I don't know when mayor voting is coming for Vancouver, but this seems a lot like a political campaign thing. And it's just odd timing because we haven't even held an exhibition league game here in years. I think they did it a long time ago in the 90s in BC Place. The Blue Jays came and played some exhibition games against the Mariners here.
Yeah.
But that's it. You know, it hasn't been done for a long time. It hasn't been done since the field renos have and different things have been done in reconfigurations of BC Place. So I don't know if they could even do it there. They'd obviously have to build a dedicated stadium. You'd have to find an owner. Like, it's hard enough to find. It took them forever to find a good owner for the BC Lions, and thank goodness they have him now. But yeah, it seems a little crazy and a bit of a pipe dream. I'd love to see it because I love Major League Baseball. And I'd love to be able to go into Vancouver and watch teams like the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox and that sort of thing. But I really don't ever see this happening.
No, me neither. No, that's a pipe dream. They can't even get their stuff together for when it comes to dealing with the Whitecaps because they're still squabbling over costs of BC Place and all that stuff. So you're right. It's probably not going to happen. It must be a slow news day in Vancouver.
Yeah.
We're number one. We're number one. And everyone's like, why the hell is this on the list twice? Well, guess what? It's because we're the number one suckiest team again. But this isn't just some random poll. We have the worst goals against per game and the slowest, least goals for per game. We are the Colorado Avalanche of sucking. We are on the opposite side of this chart as of April 13th. And we've talked about this every time we do the stats they want, but we don't really need. The Canucks are dead last in all categories. And that leads me, I just wanted to put that in there because they suck. But the real reason I brought that up was the next point was Foot has no comment.
That was literally a point for segue.
Yeah, just a point for segue. So Adam Foot was asked by the Hockey News about his future with the Vancouver Canucks. And normally he's got a big old word salad for us, but he says, I'm not going to get into that right now. Is that kind of telling?
I mean, it still kind of was a word salad. I mean, if you want the direct quote, I haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah.
Probably, I bet the knows are deleted. So let me do this in foot and knees. I haven't looked at it. People are aware of what happens. I mean, that's something that I, don't think about. I think about the now, we're playing hockey. We have LA tonight. That's just noise, not in my control. I control what I do here every day, and that's how I played. That's how I was raised, That's how I come to work. So that kind of thing. I just kind of, keep it away.
It's a really good.
That's more of a Foot quote for you.
They're lucky they got an editor to take it all out. Oh man, what do you like? Because just to speak about the noise around this team right now, like we talk about how like every day it seems like there's a new story. Like Rutherford's staying, Rutherford's leaving, Alvin's staying, Adam Foot's staying. Like they're both leaving, everyone's leaving. Aquilini's gonna run the team himself as GM and coach. Like, at what point are we gonna figure this out? Are we even gonna know at the end of your press conference?
I think the most telling things in the last month have been that Rutherford has the full support of ownership to do the rebuild. And that's pretty much all that we've heard from ownership side. We also have that Gary Mason article, and he really only talks to two guys in Rutherford and Aquilini. And, he basically said that Manny and RJ are going to be the GM and coach. So who do we believe? You got the East Coast guys and Drager and Kyprios who say nothing's changing, and how pretty much anytime Kyprios says something, the opposite is going to happen. They have the worst insider information in the league. When it comes to Foot, he did follow up saying he'll let the players and the game and the way they play and the way they carry themselves talk about how his coaching has done this year. He's not going to defend himself, and he'll just let that happen, and whatever happens. He can't control things he can't control.
I don't think he can control things that he can control. So if that makes any sense.
Exactly.
All right, Dustin. Got 2 more periods of LA versus Canucks hockey. We'll break those down in the post game. So thanks for this, and we'll chat again after the game.
Absolutely, sir. We'll talk to you then.
Dustin Boydell, the Silver Fox, stopping by. The Canucks start with a power play. We're getting right into it. They lose the opening faceoff, though. So the puck goes all the way down the ice. They'll have to start from their own side of center. Got Mr. Hronik starting through center. Dishes at the blue line. Now they dump it around behind the net. Brock Besser puts the puck up. Back to the blue line for Petey. Petey puts it down low for DeBrusk. Puts it back for Petey. DeBrusk playing pass on the blue line. Now DeBrusk puts it down low for Besser. Besser up for Petey. Back to Hronik. Back for Petey. Petey walks top of the slot. Puts it down low to the blue line. Now back for Petey. Petey holds. Drops it for Hronik. Puts it down to the goal line. Into the bumper. And a great save by Kemper as he robs Brock Besser right from the bumper spot in front of the net. Oh my goodness, what a save. Good movement by the Canucks, up and down and back and forth, and then they got it right into the bumper. They finally got the shot that they wanted. And Brock Besser got pretty much all of that. And Kemper makes a great glove save with a little bit of mustard on it too. So there it is. Power play will continue. The Canucks leave the second power play in it, or first power play in and out. They're puck back for Hronik. Face off won by Petey. Hronik takes a shot to the front of the net, and then Besser gets to the front of the net. And Jake DeBrusk, of course! Jake DeBrusk scores! The power play merchant himself scores his 19th power play goal of the year! Who else but DeBrusk on the power play? The puck got shot to the front of the net, bobbled around, and Jake DeBrusk gets his stick on it and pokes it past Kemper. All started with a Petey win on the faceoff, back to Hronik, who skates the blue line. He throws it to the front of the net, gets knocked down by Besser, blocked by Doughty, and then DeBrusk backhands it past Kemper. Huh. Well, look at that. Canucks take the lead. 2-1. Oh, I just played the video. All right, plays back underway. Look at that. Canucks lead 2-1. Woo! And it's not the first intermission anymore. It's the second period. Tank, babe! I can't even get up the date on the thing, and then the Kings come back down and get a wide open man. Vilander loses the puck behind the net. And then, oh my God, Kempe is so alone in front of the net. He's got all time in the world, and the Canucks cannot keep the lead as the Kings. Kempe's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know how I got so wide open. Here we are, though. And Dobby's looking at me like, what's wrong with you, Dad? I don't know what's wrong with me either. It's probably that I'm a Canucks fan. So it is now 2-2. The lead was short-lived as the Kings tie the game up. Only, what is that? 12 seconds later. 12 seconds it took for the Kings to tie that game up. I didn't get to read a single go. Oh my gosh. And the Kings are in on the forecheck. They jar the puck free. Back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Knocked down by Langen. Rebound comes up front for Kopitar, who shot to the net. Rebound comes to Breadman, and he gets a shot off. The Canucks will clear the puck down the ice. It rolls. And that's going to be an icing call against the Canucks. So learn the rules, Canucks. Not only because you just ice the puck, but because you cannot keep a lead. 35 plus goals, Swedish-born players in NHL history. Oh, so Kempe has 35 goals. He's chasing Marcus Naslund. Marcus Naslund had 5 35-goal seasons. Now Kempe has just gotten 35. This is his 4th. WTF, they tied it? I know, dude. That's crazy. After the icing, Doughty keeps it into the blue line after a face-off win. Throws it to the corner. Hronik gets it out. Gets it to the center line. Mikey Anderson slaps the puck back in from center. Kings move in on the forecheck. Hronek moves it up the boards, but it gets knocked back. Now to the blue line. Drew Doughty with a shot on the run. The Kings go again! Tank, baby, tank! It's just like that. The mask is out. They didn't just tie it, they took the lead. So the Canucks start off the period by scoring on the power play. 52 seconds into the period, 12 seconds later, they give up a goal to make it 2-2. And then a minute and 13 seconds later, it's now 3-2 for the Kings. Oh my God, I almost blacked out there. Oh, I got a head rush. Okay, I think there's a gifted membership somewhere in here. Eric Hunter gifting a membership regardless of the fact that the Canucks are hot duty right now. And Sweet Identity, our favorite grandma, that's not the button. Sweet Identity gets the free gifted membership. So Patty getting the free gifted membership courtesy of Eric Hunter. So thank you very much, Eric Hunter, for the gifted membership to Dobby's College Education Fund. Congratulations to Patty on getting the free gifted membership. Canucks take a shot to the front of the net. Hoglander with some good moves. Gets to the front of the net. Chops it on net. Now he recovers the rebound behind the net. Gets it back to Wielander, who throws it towards the front of the net. That one's knocked down. Puck into the slot. Chopped at by EP40. Puck ends up in the corner, though. Brant Clark plays it around behind the net. Picked up by Joel Edmondson. He plays it up to the Canucks blue line. Kings get control inside the zone and play it around behind the net. LaFerriere with his 21st goal of the season, assisted by Drew Doughty and Quinton Byfield. Canucks pick it up in their own zone, and Marcus Pettersson will get to center. He'll dump it in. Kempe knocks it down behind the net. Eric Hunter in the rafters and in the chat giving out gifted memberships. If you don't have a membership and you want one, oh, and then Lankinen makes a save. Look at that. You'll love to see it. Kevin Lankinen covering that puck for a whistle. Tank, 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 tank. Boo! Gee, says Fangirl. Coach Rob Willie's like, ah. I'm not losing my mind. You guys are. Wow. Boo. All right. Canucks win the draw in their own zone. Booyah puts it across to the near side for Hronek. He banks a pass out to Besser at center, who puts it deep into the Kings zone. Ratu throws a hit. Can't get the puck free, though, and Panarin moves it out for Kopitar. Kopitar plays it back down into his own zone for Dumoulin. Dumoulin, what am I saying? Who passes up into the Canucks zone. Kopitar skates in, hits Hronek behind the net, but Mr. Bouillon will help out, and he'll start out. Passes up to center. Canucks move it in. Ogren stops up just inside the blue line. Leaves it for Bouillon. Bouillon tries to skate down the boards, but gets hit, loses the puck. And the Kings will skate out. The bread man down the near side boards, puts it in the middle. Pass down low, and they put it off the side of the net as a back and forth play to give and go to the front of the net. And they almost score. And then a shot from Quinton Byfield coming on to the ice. And Lankinen will make the save on that. The Kings having their way with the Canucks here. As the bread man puts it into the middle, and then he gets it back. Him and Mr. Dumoulin having a little give and go. And then the bread man just ran out of real estate. He ended up behind the goal line and had an impossible angle to try and put it into the net. Good players and good coaches aren't compatible, it seems. Bag time, Rusty! Yeah, here it is, kids. Got the bag on my head now. Oh my goodness. Hunter, Hunter. Don't know hype, real Eric Hunter. Favorite grandma got it. The LA Kings scored a goal. Yep. Patty. Kempe is on fire. Tank. What is this? Says Sensei D1. What is this? What is that? WTF was that? That's called 2 goals in a minute and 30 seconds. Oh my goodness. The Canucks are trash, eh? All right, let's review these goals. So Jake DeBrusk on the power play. His 19th power play goal scored on the power play from Brock Besser and Hronik. And then Kempe scores 12 seconds later. 12 seconds later from Kopitar and Panarin. And then Laferriere scores only a minute and 13 after that from Doughty and Byfield. And that's where we're at now. 3-2. Kings lead. Face off in the Canucks zone, won by the Kings. They throw one towards the front of the net. That one's deflected into the far side corner. Puck ends up behind the net. Kings will skate it out. Trevor Moore throws it towards the front of the net. That ends up on the far side boards. Kings will pick it up, throw it around the boards. Moore tries to put it towards the front of the net. That deflects back. Now it ends up on the blue line. Drew Doughty with another shot. That one goes off his own teammate in front. The Kings will not be able to recover it as the Canucks chop it down the ice into the Kings zone. Now they make a pass up to the Canucks blue line, and Byfield battles there, but loses the puck and it gets poked out. Canucks will take it through the neutral zone, pass to the side. Carlson shoots it towards the front of the net, and Kempe makes a save and hangs on with Mr. Mueller crashing the front of the net. 13:57 left to go in the second period of play. Tillo, I know I was just ragging on the worst head coach in history. The better they were as players often means the worse they will be as coaches. Yeah, isn't that weird? I keep on going back to the comparison to managers, right? Because if you're really good at your job, whatever you're doing, and there's something like, you're really good at this, maybe we should make you be the person who tells people how to do this. And then as a manager, can't you just do it like I did? And it's maybe they can't because they're not as good at whatever you were doing. And that might be Adam Foote. That was definitely Wayne Gretzky. Man, what a crazy world that we live in. Johnny Redbone. Goal. Tank, baby, tank. I can't wait to burn this mask. That's crazy. Tank. Kempe should be the Kings' next captain. Glenn, may I don't know why I asked you. They will give it back to Drew Doughty. So Drew Doughty actually gave it to Kopitar for his last season as a King. So once Kopitar retires at the end of the season, then Drew Doughty will just get the C back, unfortunately. Or fortunately. I don't know. Do we like Drew Doughty? Russ is going crazy again. I know. Legit, anyone but the people that need them. Canucks PP is still hot at least. Yep, that's true, Thomas. Damn, Drew made a play. Yeah, isn't that weird? Oh, I never saw her. Hey, Granny. Kings versus Oilers for the 8th time, 9th time? Right? What's the attendance like at the game? I wonder if they have that. Google that. I don't think it's posted yet. Well, I can do this for you guys, though. We're sick of the Canucks being crap. Golden Eye score! Woo! The Golden Eyes have gone up 2-0. You'll love to see it. In the second period, they have scored once again. Doing a little better. The Canucks have taken a penalty, but it looks like, we'll scroll on down here. Hannah Miller scoring her 4th of the season from Surrey girl Jen Gardner and Captain Ashton Bell. So the Golden Eyes have gone up 2-0 in the second period, 6:37 into it. and the Canucks have taken a penalty. So Ty Mueller taking a penalty at 13:07. Let's see what he does. I didn't see it yet. What are they calling him for? Holding? They're calling Mueller for holding. Joel Armia reached out and grabbed onto Ty Mueller, and they're giving Ty Mueller a holding call. Joel Armia reached out and grabbed onto Ty Mueller's stick, and they're giving Mueller a penalty. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a shorthanded chance by the Canucks. With Atu Ratu getting a shot on net on a 2-on-1 all of a sudden. The Kings have iced the puck. What is this chaos? Puck up the boards, knocked down by Ratu. He skates in. Brant Clark, the only one back. Atu Ratu holds and puts it off the post. He hit the post. He was on a 2-on-1 with Bluger. And he shot it towards the front of the net. And he hit the post. I mean, Kemper got a piece of it. But either way, Atu Ratu hits the post shorthanded after probably the worst call I've seen this year, as Joel Armia grabs onto Mueller and then they call Mueller for holding. I think the referee might be drunk. Ref needs to learn the rules. Yep. What's up, Connor? Ratty with a break. Yep. Hey, everybody. Learn the rules. Learn the rules. Learn the rules. Kane won't play another goal in the Canucks jersey. He's done for the year unless we get a lot of injuries tonight, Foot says anyways. Yeah, that's what I heard too, Colin. All right, Kings take control. Pass by Panarin over to the side, and they shoot it wide of the net on the near side. Besser chops the puck out to center. Skating onto it. Ogren stops up inside the Kings zone. He'll fire the puck around the boards. Besser's there. He blocks the attempted pass out of the zone as Panarin is upset at himself. The Canucks keep it in. Shot to the front of the net there. As the Kings are hemmed in their own zone, shorthanded. They've gotten less chances on this power play than the Canucks have. Shorthanded, which doesn't make any sense. Kings bring it in. Stop up on the half boards, far side. Back to the blue line. Pass across for Doughty, near side. He tries to put it down low. Canucks will intercept it. Drew O'Connor now takes it away. 2-on-1 for the Canucks. Drew O'Connor fires to the front of the net. Puck is free. Oh, and they blew the whistle. The stupid linesman blew the damn whistle. What a shitty referee we have. Kemper made the save, didn't have the puck. Oh my God. Kemper tried to play the puck. And so the referee blew the whistle and Drew O'Connor's like, bro, he played it. Man, these referees suck. What was that? I just got some weird camera angle. There's actually 3 seconds left to go on the power play. $11:10 left to go here. Canucks have like 4 chances on this shorthanded. Maybe we should just go shorthanded the rest of the game. Linesmen need to learn the rules. Canucks win the draw. Still controlling. So Mueller's out of the box. Canucks take a shot to the front of the net. Save. Canucks recover the rebound. Booyam walks the blue line. Puts it to the other side. Back to the blue line for EP40. Tries to play it through his own feet. Recovers it. Leaves it for Booyam, who cuts to the middle. He sidesteps Byfield. Goes to the front of the net. Hoglander back for Petey. Petey puts it to the sideboards for Booyam, who's muttering. Hoglander back up front for Booyam, and they score! Steve Booyam was everywhere on this shift as Hoglander finds him through the slot, and the bag can come off as the Canucks have tied the game on some beautiful passing between Booyam and Petey and Hoglander, and the Vancouver Canucks have tied this game back up. Started off with a Hoglander face-off win. And then Hoglander puts it back for Petey. Petey down low for Booyam. Booyam down low for Hoglander. Hoglander with a give and go back to Booyam. And he puts it past Kemper. Booyum! You love to see it. That might be the best penalty kill of the year for the Canucks, as they had like 4 chances. Great passing. Hoglander and Petey are great together. Russ, show us this guy. All right. I didn't start the clock, but it looks like the Kings have iced the puck. Idiots. Learn the rules, Kings. Learn the rules. Learn the rules. Go, 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 go. Goal! Go, 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 go. 10:30 left to go. Rossi trying to win a draw after the icing call. Tie game. Goalie, 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 goal. Canucks can't win the draw. Kings dump it out. Got some good old pond hockey going on here. Kings bring it in. Shot. Deflected wide into the corner. Picked up by Armia. He loses it. Now he gets it back. Backhands it down low. Chop behind the net. Picked up there by Wright. He puts it back to the blue line. Near side, the puck comes to Edmondson. He puts it back to the far side, then receives it back immediately. Fires one towards Lankinen. Lankinen makes a save. Armia is chopping at him. Lankinen will hang on. My goodness gracious. Subwoofers. Howdy woofers. I'm talking about this in the intermission. Laugh my ass off. We should play the entire game in the PK. Yep. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, Canucks, go. Zach's like, go, 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 go. Face off in the Canucks zone. Kopitar lines up to take it against Mr. Ratu. Ratu wins it to the side. Booyam battles with Kopitar. Puck is jarred free back to the blue line for Mr. Edmondson, who puts it down low. Puck tries to get back to the blue line. Brant Clark keeps it in there just. Plays it to the middle. Canucks poke it out. Now it's a foot race. Brock Besser can't beat Edmondson to it, though. And Edmondson will play it off the glass out to center. Knocked down by Kempe. Kempe dishes for Kopitar. Kempe tries to go in behind the net. Can't get to it. Bouillon battles with the Breadman. Breadman can't get it. Bouillon plays it out for Hronik. Hronik plays it behind the net for Bouillon. Bouillon feeling himself. Out of the corner. Banks it off the boards. Out to center. Canucks. Ogren with a good burst of speed. Now kept in by Besser. He plays it to the middle, but it's behind Bluger. Hronik skates onto it. Little toe drag. Ends up behind the net. Tries to one-hand it up front for Besser, but that one's taken away by Panarin. Pass across. Right in on Lankinen. He comes out of his net. Banks it off the boards out for Ogren. Ogren passes up for Besser, but it goes off of his booty. And then the pass goes across into the front of the net, and Joseph gets a shot on Lankinen. Kings control once again. Shot to the front of the net from a sharp angle. And then Hellenius getting escorted away from the front of the net by Mr. Bouillon. This is crazy. Goal. 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 Now, don't give up a shot for 20 seconds. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they did. I want to check this now. How many shorthanded shots did they get? They only gave them one shorthanded shot. Are you effing kidding me? That's crazy. Look at this nonsense. They only gave them one shorthanded shot. That blows my mind. Back to the bar. So weird. Woo! Go, 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 go. Booyum! Goal. Booyum! Canucks are trying some new shit. Yep. Hoglander and Pedersen having some fun. Tillo. Go, 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 go. Z-bum. Z-bum. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. D-bag it. Great passing and go, 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 go. Cooking with gas, says James T. Kirk. Bouillon. Yes. Bouillon. I might be wrong. I swear Drew was captain. He was, but he gave it to Kopitar because Kopitar announced at the beginning of the season that he was going to retire after this year. So then Drew Doughty's like, here, Kopitar, you be captain for a season. Holy shit, this guy looks more and more like Hughes. Who? Oh, Z Booyam, yeah. Filthy goal. Jay Backup. Booyam. You'll love to see it. Oh my God. Hang on a second here. Shit's getting crazy. Golden Eye score! And then they score! The Golden Knights have scored twice more as they are now up 4-0 on the Seattle Torrent, their arch rivals from down the I-5. Can you believe that? That's crazy. 4-0 the score now as Anna Mexner gets it from Melissa Chanel Watkins, and then Madison Samaskevich gets it from Anna Segedy, who gets her first assist of the year, and Ashton Bell. So Captain Ashton Bell getting her second assist of the year. Sorry, her fourth assist of the year. Her second assist of the night. Holy cow. It's nice to see Anna Segedy. I think she already has a goal. Yeah, so she already had a goal, but she doesn't have an assist. And as you can tell from her picture, she's 12 years old, so that's pretty impressive. Back to the bar. 4-0. The Golden Eyes lead. I told you I'd keep you guys up to date on this. We got 2 hockey games going on in Vancouver right now, right? Like, this is in Vancouver? I think this is in Vancouver, isn't it? I could be wrong. Jay, is this game in Vancouver or is this game in Seattle? Canucks win the draw in the offensive zone. Pass down low. Evades Hoglander. He takes it back from Drew Doughty. Back for Vilander, who skates to the middle. Turns. Now backhands it behind the net. Kemper just came out and body checked Hoglander. Petey comes in. Battles with Byfield. Puck back to the blue line for Vilander, who gets it down low for Petey, who throws one towards the front of the net. That one gets knocked away. Now the Kings knock it out to the Canucks blue line. Back up for Petey. Petey brings it in. He'll fire the puck into the near side corner. Hoglander gets there, chops at it, but the puck gets taken away by Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Marcus Pettersson at his own line. Puts it across for Vilander, who turns behind his own net. Under pursuit from Laferriere. Drops the puck back for Marcus Pettersson. Fires one up for Carlson. Carlson gets the puck deep into the Kings zone. Kings will play it around the boards. Intercepted there by the Carlson, and he brings it to the front of the net. Backhands it on, but Kemper makes a save. Puck gets by DPD, but he gets back in time. Kirill Kudryavtsev picks up the puck. He'll fire one all the way up to the blue line. Good pass there. Across for Carlson. Carlson turns on the half boards. Waits. Now he's got some space. Back to the blue line. Kudryavtsev with a shot, and his stick explodes. So now it's a 2-on-1 essentially. As Kudryavtsev has no... Oh, and then good luck for the Canucks. Kudryavtsev's shot broke on the play. And then he stays in position to make a good defensive play, but without a stick, it's pretty hard to play defense. Good work there by Carlson to intercept a pass. Goes to the front of the net. Right pad save from Kemper. And then Kudryavtsev's stick explodes. And so DPD back defending with Kudryavtsev, who is... Oh no, it was Carlson who was back. And then Lankinen gets a save on it. Was that off his stick? Or did Kudryavtsev abuse that? My God, what chaos. This is chaos. Chaos and anarchy. Chaos and anarchy. Chaos and anarchy. That's what this game is tonight. I'm singing a lot. I don't know why. That vinegar went straight to my head. Kemper knocks down the puck behind the net, plays it around the glass. That one's knocked down by Hronek, who came down from the point to keep the play alive. Now Besser works it free for Bluger, throws it around behind the net. Booyam activates, puts it back to Ogren on the blue line. He fires it, but fans on it. Now the Kings come out. They'll have a 2-on-1 coming back the other way. The Breadman going to the front of the net. Brant Clark can't make the pass. Canucks will pass it all the way up, down into the Kings zone, but that'll be icing as Bluger had to wait for the puck to enter the zone. Otherwise, he would have been offside. So instead of being offside, it ends up being an icing call. So Zeev Buium's 6th goal of the year from Neil Big Hog Hoglander and EP40. So EP40 up to 35 assists on the season, which means EP40 has officially hit that 50-point mark. Excuse me, I burped. Crazy. Yeah, EP40 is up to 50 points, right? Lock in the neutral zone. Yeah, look at that. 50th point of the season. Back to the bar. Kings control. At the blue line. Anderson down low. Back to Anderson on the blue line. He throws the puck into the slot. Redman chops at it. Ends up in the corner. Kopitar goes for it. Bester can't check him. Pass back to the blue line. Nobody there. Puck goes all the way down the ice. Pass all the way up to the Canucks blue line. Puck dumped into the corner. Lankinen comes out, plays it to the side for Hronek, plays it in front for DPD. Atu drops the puck for Curtis Douglas, who gets it deep. He'll skate in behind the net, keeps it for a moment, loses it though, and the puck will squirt right to the front of the net. Like Kemper. He's aware of what's going on, and he grabs that puck. Now Byfield and Douglas start shoving. Boys gather for a quick chat. And we'll go to a commercial break so we don't get to see any more fun. Probably with the Coliseum is transit service in the area is shit. Yeah. 3-0. I can't imagine, Gary. How do I find out? Hang on. Vancouver Golden Eyes website. Schedule. 2025-26. Yeah, this one is in this one's in Vancouver. Yeah, so they're playing in Vancouver. They're up 4-0. That's crazy. Spanking them. 5:21 left to go in that game. And in this game, we got a 3-3 draw with 5 minutes left to go. Actually, 5:01. And if you busted the Coliseum from downtown, you're going to ride with some crazies along Hastings. Yep. Could we see Hellenius versus Douglas tonight? That would be fun. I'd like to see some kind of a fight. Yikes, Gary. Yeah, Fangirl, you need to take the bus. You can take to the Express to bus 135 up Hastings to the Coliseum. I usually take a bus from 29th Ave station. Oh, wow. Didn't know it was spelled that way. Thanks, Jay. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Wave! Wave! Coliseum sortie type. The Hastings bus sucks. 4-0. Yeah, there it is. Jay keeping us up to date in chat. Wave! Saw a naked dude at a bus stop stealing some dude's coat. Calvin 99 Charlie. Ah, I see. It was only because the vocal voice Drew had, but he was never captain. What are you talking about? Was it Anze Kopitar the whole time? Oh my God, Drew Daddy was never the captain. Huh. Apparently I'm an idiot. I feel like a paper bag right now. Golden eyes, golden eyes, golden eyes, golden eyes, wave! Right, KJ? I'm actually confused. Laugh my ass off. Don't worry. This will be getting brought up. Drew didn't have the C on his sweater, says Glenn. Huh. can't believe Anze Kopitar has been the captain this whole time. Oh, a shot to the front net. Kemper makes a save. Canucks recover the puck. Rossi plays it behind the net. Knocked down by the Kings, and they'll move out through center. Oh my God. The 135 used to be every 5 minutes. It now not anymore. If you like Van Transit, you would hate Calgary Transit. We have 30 minutes between buses and 5 hat, the shortest wait times. Huh. Jake's takes hockey, Jake's takes hockey, Jake's takes hockey. Mandela effect? Yeah, this is the Mandela effect in full effect. KJ, this might be the Mandela effect. Only real fans know. Laugh out loud, JK. Andrew, thanks for the play-by-play. You got it, my dude. Is it Andrew Lamette or Andrew LeMay? Great work. Golden Ice is Johnny Redbone. Ooh. Andrew drops it. And then they try and drop it for Verlander, but he misses it. And now the bread man skates in down the boards. Kempe comes in to support. He'll skate behind the net. Verlander harasses him right into the end boards. Kopitar will pick it up and play it down below. Marcus Pettersson picks it up. Canucks will flip it out right to the blue line. Now Brock Besser has it just outside of his reach and he can't recover it. He does, though. No hand in the air, so it's not offside. But the Kings will recover it. Rossi can't get to the puck. I've somehow gotten ahead on the clock. There's still 3:20 left to go here in this period. Your memory is wrong on my life. Kudratsev is sick. Yes, Tillo. I agree. I want to move to Hastings now. Peanut butter and milk go well together. Oh, shot to the front of the net. Blocked. Kings recover. 3 minutes left. Marcus Pettersson pinned behind the net. Puck dug out by the Kings. They try and play back to the blue line, but that's intercepted by Ty Mueller, who flips it in deep. Ratu moves in on the forecheck, hits his man there. Now Douglas can't kick it deep as the Kings will skate out, turn back in their own zone, and throw the pass up. And then Helenius will chop it down into the Canucks zone, picked up by Bouillon. He starts out, cuts to the middle of the ice, up to the Kings blue line, puck down low. In behind the net goes Mueller, can't recover the puck. And Quinton Byfield will skate out with it through center. Dishes to the side for Ferrier, who dumps it deep. Puck recovered by Bouillon, absorbs the hit, kicks at the puck. Now his teammate comes in, can't help out though, as the Kings will recover. And Bouillon gets dumped again behind the net. Puck back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net by Dumoulin. And there's an LA King standing in behind Lankinen. Now Byfield and O'Connor are getting into it. Now Byfield takes a cheap shot at Ratu. Are the referees going to call that? Probably not, because they are absolute morons. Now Hronek getting into a tussle as LaFerriere comes in. They better give a penalty to Byfield. He just punched Ratu right in the face. 100% Byfield should be getting a penalty. With 1:58 left to go. Bouillon hit him and then LaFerriere came in and finished the job. Then Bouillon battles with Moore. Byfield was battling with O'Connor and then just turned and punched Ratu. That's crazy. So the Canucks are going to the power play. You love to see it. Sit down, Byfield, you little son of a gun. 2-minute power play for the Canucks. Not a smart move, Byfield. I guess you do want to play Colorado in the... They're going to give Hronek a penalty too? What the hell? These referees suck. Holy shit. And then LaFerriere puts Hronek in a full-on headlock, but no call there, I guess. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. Oh, they're so dumb. What terrible, terrible refereeing we've seen tonight. Pettersson wins the draw to Vilander on the boards. He'll play behind the net for Marcus Pettersson. Marcus Pettersson up the side boards for DeBrusk. DeBrusk skates out to center, loses it in his own feet, gives it away to Edmondson. Edmondson passes it across for Panarin, who plays it around behind the net back to Edmondson. Kings will now skate over their own blue line. Pass across. Panarin skates onto it, brings it into the Canucks zone, puts it back to the blue line. Now the Canucks intercept. DeBrusk with a burst of speed. Goes down the board, stops up, waits for help. Help arrives. Vilander kicks at it, but the Kings will intercept it. Kempe now gives it back to DeBrusk. Got some sloppy hockey here. Canucks now in their own zone, just over a minute left to go. Looks like we got the same amount on the power play, or should I say the 4-on-4 and the period. Blueger pass in the neutral zone. Bouillon back into his own zone. 1 minute left to go in the second period. Kopitar watched Bouillon. Pass back for Vilander, who puts it up for Besser. Besser brings it over the blue line, dishes to the other side. Puck comes off of the stick of Blueger, but gets over to Besser. Besser back to the blue line. Kudratsev puts it in the middle for Bouillon. Bouillon tries to sidestep Trevor Moore, but couldn't get it to work. And then a pass across for Edmondson. It's knocked away slightly. He'll play back into his own zone. 26 seconds left to go here in the period. Dumoulin brings it over the line. Trevor Moore now skates into the faceoff circle. Now he ends up in the near side corner. Passes down the boards over for Kopitar. Kopitar puts it over for Moore. Moore shot to the front of the net. Blockered away by Lankinen. And that'll do it for the period and the 4-on-4. But there might be 2 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4. It's so hard to tell. We'll put 2 seconds left. That's insane that was 4-on-4. These referees suck. They suck. All right. Time for our second intermission guest, Mr. Jakes Takes Hockey. Let's get him on the line, shall we? Come on, Discord. Don't poop the bed on me. Hey, brother. I cannot hear you. Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you. It's delayed, though. Is that... Say something again? I can, but it's like delayed by like 5 seconds. Oh, yeah, no. It's good now. It's good now. It's lined up. That's weird. I don't know. Nothing is perfect, man. Things are weird. All right. Make sure we can actually see your face, too. Yeah, there we go. All right. Everything seems good. All right. To explain why he, for some reason, thinks that Drew Doughty is not the captain of the LA Kings, here he is. Jakes Takes Hockey.
I thought you were just trying to pull a fast one on everyone there. And, like, to be honest, some people had your back. So we're bickering in the comments here. And I'm like, no, like, Anze Kopitar has been the captain the entire freaking time. But then, of course, I start second guessing it. And I'm like, okay, well, like, did they do one of those weird things? You know, when teams like they'll do the away captain, and then, but I was like, no, they didn't do that. So, no, it happens. It was kind of funny though. It's just like, no, there's no, like, you cannot convince me, because like I was almost convinced, honestly, but you're tripping me out.
What's the Mandela effect? Dustin
For
Brown
sure.
was the captain of
Absolutely.
the Kings in 2015-16. The next year, 2016-17, Anze Kopitar took it over, and he has been the captain for the last decade. So, just
Yeah.
to let everyone know that I'm an idiot.
Yes, exactly. My cat is attacking me.
Classic timing. Your cat's like, stop giving them attention. Give me the
Yeah.
attention. All right, Dobby, get
She
over
was,
here.
attacking me from behind.
Come here, Dobby.
Yes, sweetie, you go.
Your cat's attacking you, and Dobby's over here just grumbling away. So,
Yeah, got to get him involved.
Yeah.
My cat was trying to scratch me to death, so I let her go again.
So I hear congratulations is in order, and Jake, you have bought your first homestead.
Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty busy lately. I'm forcing myself to watch this game. But yeah, my mind has honestly been elsewhere lately and bought a house out in Quesnel. Super excited about it. So work's about to pick up here. So, you know how it is. The summer's gonna be pretty busy here, but I'm looking forward to it.
So what's the activity up there at Shoot Lake when you guys, is it like mountain biking and stuff during the off?
Yeah, I mean, there's the KVR trail. We get a lot of cyclists up here. It's a lodge out in the middle of nowhere, but it sure as hell gets a lot of traffic for a place out in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, no, I'm just starting to hire now, which reminds me, if anyone's looking for a job, let me know in the comments. I'm in the process of it right now, so please do.
Just waiting for you today to hire. You have hire, like we got Prick Fetty, who's got kitchen, Swerve and Irvin, Big Mac. We'll get the whole Nothing is Perfect crew up there for you.
Yeah, absolutely. We can get a trailer together and it'll be fantastic.
So thoughts on the game so far? It's been chaos. What's your favorite moment so far in that second period?
You know, I should always have an answer for this, but nothing really is kind of. I mean, I like Buem right now. I'm liking the way he's moving. I know even on the last play there, the idea was right. He's trying to split. He's trying to take him off guard. I like it. It's last second, low risk in my opinion. And then he scored too. So, I mean, that's the only thing about watching Canucks hockey right now is watching these young guys. I think it's the only thing we can really go off of. I have been an awful fan. I'll have to admit that right now. I had to take a break, but I do love Buem, and I like watching the young guys. It's nice to see them progress.
Is it nice that Adam Foote finally listened to me and put Hoglander and Petey together, because they seem to have a lot of chemistry out there already?
Yeah, and they correct me if I'm wrong. They got the assist on the Buem goal. I think both of them. Yeah. So yeah, no, great stuff there. Put the Swedes together, and see something happen. I think everyone loves Hoglander. It's nice to see him getting put in spots where he can be successful. I think we've all been screaming at that for years, it feels like now. He's not a fourth line player. He doesn't belong there. It doesn't work for his style. So yeah, love it.
Jake DeBrusk scores his 19th power play goal of the year. He's got 22 overall, and 19 of them come on the power play. Do you look at that as a positive, or are you just like, God damn it, Jake, you're such a power play merchant?
Well, I'll look at it as a positive, I guess. I mean, I think it's kind of expected, the type of player he is. I think I took a look at his points, actually. I think like 40 points. He's right where he's kind of usually supposed to be. I think that's kind of what they brought him in for as well. Big body in front of the net on the power play. So I like it. Yeah, I mean, I'd very much welcome some more 5-on-5 goals, but he's getting it done, and I have nothing to complain about Jake DeBrusk right now.
So I want to pick your brain on like the season in general and where we're going here in the off season as well, because obviously the rumors are flying around right now about everything that under the sun about the Canucks. If you're looking at the big three, and that being the, what are we calling it again? It's the, the fart? No. Is it the fart trio? No. It's the fart. There, it's the trio of Foote, Alvin, and Rutherford. The Foote, Alvin, Rutherford trio. We're calling him the fart. If you're looking at the fart,
very appropriate name for them too, honestly. Let's be honest here.
Credit to Swerve and Irvin for that one.
Yeah.
If you're looking at those three, who do you think is back, and who do you? I guess it's two different questions. Who do you think will be back, and who do you want to be back?
I don't know. I don't really care what happens at this point. I think Jim Rutherford will be sticking around. That old fart is he'll he'll be around for a bit. I have a feeling. Apparently he's still quite influential on the trades. I can't remember where I saw it a while ago. He's still involved. It's not just Alvin. You remember the Chef Alvin days when we thought he was cooking too? I don't know what happened there. Foote. I mean, I want to see him go. I mean, I think it's important for the young guys to have some proper leadership. Like, correct me if I'm wrong on that. I just feel like, yeah, I mean, we're going to tank for a couple more years here, but I think we still could use a little bit more of a veteran coach or just someone who knows what they're doing. I know everyone wants Manny. I'm here for that too. I'm not all over it, but you know, why not Tortorella, right? Like I would, you know, get someone.
He's been taken already, Jake. I'm sorry. The Knights have him.
Yeah.
We're not getting him out of there for now.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing, obviously, but I think it's so funny that he's out in Vegas all of a sudden. It's just what a life we live right now. It's just so funny.
So you're saying you want Foot to go, and with Alvin and Rutherford, you're kind of like it doesn't really matter for you.
Yeah, I mean, for me, who cares? The team's gonna suck. The team is awful to watch right now, and it's gonna suck for the next couple of years. So for me, I guess it's just about, hey, who's going to be good with these young guys? And you know what? The more I think about it, Manny probably is. He's the one that's developed some of these kids down there, and he's doing a great job. So it would make sense to bring him up with the young guys.
So there is rumors, and obviously the Canucks sent a bunch of players or a bunch of people out to watch Manny Malhotra's kid, Caleb Malhotra, at his game in the playoffs here. There's a very real chance that the Canucks, when they fall to third, they will be drafting this kid third overall. Is there any concern for you in a situation where Manny Malhotra is coaching the team with his kid now potentially being a member of that team?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. It'd be really cool, right? It'd be a lot of fun. I don't know much about Caleb yet. But I have heard the rumors. Obviously we're gonna be picking third. So like I'm already upset. I am so upset. I mean, I want McKenna so bad. I know Stenberg is in there. I think there's some new players probably coming up now. The last time I've been relevant with hockey, it was the whole Stenberg and McKenna. But I can't get my hopes high right now. It's probably gonna end up third, and we'll have to make that decision when it comes.
I almost feel like I want them not to be able to make a decision, right? Like I hope they don't get the first overall pick, right? Because then there's a chance they might do something crazy with it and then just really piss everyone off more. So
I could see them. I could see them absolutely embarrassing us and just like going with Caleb Malhotra first overall too. And that's my worst nightmare, right? It's like whenever there's something like face value right in front of you for the Canucks, they're like, no, let's go off the board here and try something different. And how many times have like you look at Oli Ulevi, however you say that name, that still bothers me. And that was so long ago. And Matthew Tkachuk is right there. And everyone's shocked and they're like, no, you know what? This could be a good move. And it's like, no, it wasn't. That was an awful move. So they do that. They'll see something right in front of them and be like, no, we're gonna go with our guy, you know?
I'm really worried that there's maybe another Pettersson available in this draft, because maybe if there's another Pettersson, they'll draft him number 1 overall.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I could see, yeah, why wouldn't they not do that, honestly, knowing them? They're just gonna find a way to piss us off, let's be honest.
So I didn't even prepare you for this because I want to just throw these at you raw, because the Canucks do player awards every year, and they'll be handing them out tonight at the game as part of their player appreciation night. So the first award they give out is the MVP. So if you were to pick the MVP of this Canucks season, who's your guy?
Yeah, and you know what? I read your description. I knew this was coming, and I decided to actually let myself not think about it because I have no idea. I mean, I guess an obvious answer would be Philip Hronik. But I think I know there's an award for the defense of the team too. So would they double stack that? I don't know if they do that even. But I mean, who do you think? Who is our MVP on this team right now?
EP40. But I might get shocked.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, right? He has the most points on the team at a strong 50 points.
When you only have 50 points,
you're probably
and you
right.
lead the team.
Yeah, and they'll obviously give Hronik the defenseman one because just to make everyone feel included.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Most exciting player?
Most exciting player. Oh God. I did not see that one coming, actually. Who is the most exciting player on that team right now? I don't.
Pavel Bure Award.
Yeah. Who is the most exciting player? Evander Kane. Absolutely electric.
The way he flows through the neutral zone, going both ways, is just electric.
Absolutely. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Well, this one, the
What do
other
you
one
got?
they give out is called the Unsung Hero Award. It's the Fred J. Hume Award, which on this team, I think there maybe is a couple candidates for the Unsung Hero. Is there anyone that you would put in that category as unsung?
That one for me, I think is Linus Carlson. I really liked him this year. I mean, those were some bright spots. Same with Max Sassone or Sasson Sassone, whatever. Sassmaster, I like to call him. Those guys, they really stepped up. They stepped up when they came into an absolute crap team after a nice Calder win and got promoted. And I was really impressed with how they played. But for me, I was just a big fan of Linus Carlson this year.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I would put him in that category. I think he's got the most efficient contract on this team because he's got like 35 points and he makes like league minimum. So for dollar, goal for goal, point for point, I think he's probably the most unsung guy on this team because he's essentially been playing on the fourth line the whole damn year. So I would also give him that.
Yeah, and 35 points isn't nothing, right? Coming up like that, he definitely contributed. I was very happy with him.
So the playoffs are coming up, Jake. Who are you gonna be watching? Who you gonna be following?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna have to be the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, here's the thing. I'm so disappointed in the San Jose Sharks right now because I was seriously thinking about covering them because ever since you know what? And I think when I stopped watching the Canucks a lot this season was after I was excited about the Olympics, and then that hurt me badly, just how that resulted. But Macklin Celebrini was so exciting to me, and I really, really wanted to cover them in the playoffs. But I'll have to stick with the Edmonton Oilers. And I know it is what it is. I did get some followers on my channel from them last year. I mean, if the Canucks could just make it, this doesn't have to happen. Okay?
That's fair. That's fair. We're running the poll question for the night. It's like, who do you want to see play Colorado in the first round of the playoffs? This game has ramifications for that because if the Kings lose tonight in regulation, they will be playing Colorado. If the Canucks can manage to win this game and then beat the Oilers as well, I think that means the Kings end up playing them. There's a chance the Ducks could. But essentially, the question is, who do you want to see play Colorado? More like the question is, who do you want to see get destroyed by Colorado? Ducks, Oilers, or Kings?
Right. And who do I want to see play against Colorado? You kind of explained it, but who are like the two up and teams? LA is probably one of them.
Yeah, LA and the Ducks are the more likely ones. The Oilers would have to lose against the Canucks, and the LA Kings would have to win tonight.
Okay. Yeah, I think I love the end of the season like this when the Canucks can try to play spoiler here a bit. That's a tough one. You know what? Right off the hop, I'd love to see Edmonton versus the Avalanche. That would be sick.
McDavid versus
keep
McKinnon.
The California teams together there and let them battle it out.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing McKinnon versus McDavid. That would be fun, I think.
That would be ridiculous. Yeah, I think that. But then one of the good teams would be out right away. but that's playoff hockey.
Is Edmonton a good team, Jake?
Well, you know what? I don't know. I haven't actually been following, but you know what? I've been loyal to the Canucks all season. I haven't even sniffed the Oilers' way yet. So I think they're okay.
So Jake, anything you want to say to chat before I let you go?
Yeah, no, like I said, I apologize to the Canucks community for being such a crap fan. I think just the Olympics, man, it really shook me up, and then I just couldn't go back to watching like that fast-paced hockey and watch the Canucks. And also my computer's being an absolute crap, and it's hard to edit videos. So I also I wasn't using Sportsnet all season. There are a lot of many factors come into this. I tried to refuse it, and then it just became unwatchable on the website I was watching, and I finally just bought it again. So now I can watch hockey again. I'm excited for the playoffs, and stay tuned. I don't even really know exactly what I'm doing for the playoffs. I think I'll be covering the Oilers, but you never know what else I'm going to throw out there lately. I'm trying to switch things up.
Jake, I appreciate you coming on the show today, and good luck with the Oilers getting knocked out in the first round, my dude.
Thank you. I will do my best to cover that for you guys, and I appreciate it. What a season! What a season! I'm probably the last time I'll talk to you. So until the season's over,
No,
but what a season, guys!
We'll be covering the playoffs. So if we get deep into those playoffs, then there's an Oilers game on. I'll bring you on.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Cheers, brother. Have a great night. We'll talk again soon.
All right, cheers, buddy.
Jake Six Hockey, go check him out. I got a link to his channel in the description, so make sure you go ahead and give him a like and a subscribe. I don't know why I'm talking like this right now. It is this one right here, Jake Six Hockey. He's up to 563 subscribers. If you haven't done it yet, go give him a like and a subscribe. We will be doing more with Jake Six Hockey in the future. And this, there will be 4-on-4 to start this period. Both Hronek, and Vierlander's on the bench, knocking around the boys. So Vielander, Kudratsev, and DP to getting crazy on the bench. You'd love to see that. It's 9 o'clock. Do you guys know what that means? What does 9 o'clock mean, fangirl? All right, play is underway. The 4-on-4 is over, so we'll get rid of those clocks. It is over. Canucks move the puck through the neutral zone. DeBrusk dumps it around behind the net. Up for Höglander. Höglander keeps it in his skates. Skates out of the corner. Banks it off the boards for DeBrusk, who skates back to the blue line. Drops it there for Hronek. Cuts across the middle. Backhands it over for Bouillon. Bouillon out of his reach. Takes it back, though. Good work there by Bouillon to recover the puck. Bouillon puts it into the skates of Vielander. Vielander holds onto it. Bouillon will go for a change. Vielander goes behind his net, being pursued by the bread man. Vielander banks it off the boards, past Kempe all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the Canucks. Learn the rules! Okay, let's get Dobby some dinner. Oh my gosh, my legs. Did you guys hear that? He was like, okay, Dobby, you ready? He's like, Dad, I'm not here for your shenanigans. Dobby gets his dinner. Crunch, 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 crunch. James C. Kirk, I was grabbing Dobby's dinner. Dobby's got a busy day tomorrow. He's got a checkup at the vet, and then he's going to daycare. Busy boy Dobby will be tomorrow. Did you get it all? You know, like it clean now. Okay, now we burp you like we have been lately, huh? Oh, yes. Okay, we burp the boy now, huh? Huh? Come on. Make sure you burp at the camera. Oh. That goes out of play. But I'm gonna let the clock run because it was gone. I was gone and I didn't let it run, so. Sweet little boy, Dobby. All right. The clock is now up to date. Oh, yes, okay. Get him to burp. Gonna burp, Dobby? Oh, play is underway. Oh. Oh. Oh, there it is. There's the Dobby burp, huh? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look how happy he is now that he burped. Oh, yes. Such a sweet little boy. So the Kings just ran over Lankinen. And the referee's probably going to call 2 penalties because he's a fucking moron. So Wright, Jared Wright. Okay, so the Canucks are going to get a power play. The referee did the right thing for once in their damn lives. Kings will clear the puck down the ice. So the Canucks will have to start from their own side of center. Hronek pass up for Rossi. He stops at the blue line. Backhands it back to his own blue line. Petey in stride. Dishes the blue line for Besser. Besser rings the puck around the boards. And that one goes out of play. Whoops. Oh, now I burped. Dobby burped. Now I burped. Glenn says WWW love. Dubberton. Dobby. 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 Dob 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 dob. Dobby 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 dobby. I put 5 dobbies instead of 6. All right. Kings clear the puck down the ice. Brandon Assel in the chat. We need some tips on how to call a game off a screen, Russ. We'll be doing my first remote broadcast on Sunday when Abby's in Coachella. You're going to be leaning side to side trying to get a better view, Brandon. And I can tell you that it won't make you have a better view. Brandon Assel, everyone. Voice. Oh, and a puck through the top of the crease. Canucks recover it. PD on the half boards. Skates in the faceoff circle. Back to the blue line for Hronek. Hronek across for Rossi. Back to Hronek on the blue line. Back to Rossi. He skates in. Pass down low for Petey. Petey puts it across the top of the crease. That one's knocked away. Rossi recovers it. Puts it back over Petey. Petey with a shot to the front of the net. And Kemper makes the save and hangs on. Oh, Brandon in the chat. Voice of the Abbey Canucks. You're doing the one on Sunday. That's good. So we're going to be live for that one too. That'll be the last game of the year, Brandon. And I'm glad to hear you'll be calling it because I was worried that I would have to watch it with the other guy, but I always love it when you're doing it. So thank you very much. My advice is just have lots of water ready to go. You'll love to see it. I'm sorry I burped right when you got here, Brandon. Kings clear the puck all the way down the ice. You better have a big TV. Yeah, Russ checks Twitter as some team awards have been announced. Oh, and the Canucks take the puck to the front of the net. And the Kings will clear the rebound. Lankinen cues it up behind the net. William gets there next. He comes out slowly through the faceoff circle. Pass up to center. Canucks backhanded, knocked down by the Kings, and they'll clear it out. That one goes off the referee right into the middle of the ice. Now Drew O'Connor flips one towards Kemper. Kemper plays it to the side. The referee dodging the puck out of the way. W. It's always fun when Brandon Assel shows up in chat. Make sure you say a prayer to the hockey gods before the game too. Oh, Booyam fans on a pass. Oh yeah, and the Canucks are no longer on the power play. Kings bring it in. Shot to the front. Langana makes a save. Rebound. Cleared well by Bluger. Is it true only Montreal, Toronto have won Stanley Cups 5 years or more consecutively? Ooh, shot to the front of the net. Hoglander puts it back for Marcus Pettersson, who puts it back for Hoglander. And he gets a shot to the front of the net. And Kemper makes a save, keeping it a tied game here in the third period of play. I've got Jurassic Park. Yeah, I got Jurassic Park in my head now. Kemper slides across and makes a good save. Duncan, tell me your school. You want to put the school on the map and stream it. They will probably help you. Yeah, Calvin 99 Charlie's right. Trevor Linden. Plays back underway. Kings win the faceoff out to center. Kudratsev puts it into the middle. Douglas collides with Mueller. Kudratsev now battles with his man. Mueller and Douglas work it out to center. Power play! No, they won't. One bottle in the background. I don't think Maple Leafs won 5 in a row. No, I don't think so either. I also could be wrong. I just looked. No Leafs have never won the Cup 5 years in a row. Hoglander brings it in. Skates in behind the net. Mueller knocks his man down. Hoglander, backhand pass across. Ooh, they try to fight Booyam coming in the back door, but the puck gets knocked away. Lawton clears it to the side, but the Canucks will come back up with it. Booyam moving. Top slot. Drops it. Hronek with a shot to the front of the net. Kemper kicks it away. The puck slides all the way down the ice right on Lankin, and he'll backhand it up the boards for Petey. Petey avoids a check from Joseph. Plays the puck behind the net. Booyam starts out. Protects the puck. Pass over. Petey has to take it on the backhand, but does well to keep it. Skates across the blue line. Fires the puck around the boards. Oh, now Hronek's fighting. Hronek and Joseph are going. The 217s have squared off. Hronek's like, Art Joseph's better. P.O. Joseph's better than Matthew. The boys have each other tied up really well. Hronek can't get his hand free. Joseph gets a couple pops in, nothing major. And then Hronek takes down Joseph. So I don't think any shots were actually landed there. Maybe one little one from Joseph. But P.O. Joseph's brother, Matthew Joseph, fighting Hronek. Crazy. Absolute vodka, laugh out loud. Sorry, I hate this keyboard. What is Montreal's record? 5 in a row? I could look, but I guess I'm feeling lazy. High bar only. Lazy. We have 19 shots. We have 21 now. I will check. BRB. I'm gonna get a microphone I can attach to my shirt and show you the stadium. That'll be cool, bro. Carlson, so close. Nice to see. Prickfetti, is it a big school? Yes, Frank and Petey Mahovlich brothers. Frank with Toronto and both with Montreal last time it happened. Still 4-0 in the Vancouver Golden Knights versus Seattle Torrent game. Seattle up to 8 shots in the period. They are definitely pushing back right now. It is Mashmeyer in net for the Vancouver Golden Eyes. Oh, I burped again. How come Sabrina gets a Funko Pop, but my glorious king, Andy Black, doesn't? We used to watch every time Abby visits Coachella and the rain and gulls. Coachella have a weird arena screen. Huh. Oh, Joseph with a late hit. Heronic and Joseph have a little chat. Heronic trying to get his hand free. I think Joseph got the only punch in. Heronic getting an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So they're giving Heronic the extra 2 minutes. And then the guy in the penalty box is getting a water. So weird. What is happening? Glenn, that's so cool, man. Getting to tour around with the Abbey Canucks. All right, so the Kings get a power play. So that's something. Because the referees are blind and deaf and they want to be refs. Ratu can't beat Kopitar, the veteran. Brant puts it down low, gets it back. Clark down into the near side corner. Kopitar back up to the blue line for Kempe. Kempe down low for Kopitar. Kopitar puts it across the blue line. Pass down low, knocked away by Marcus Pettersson. He plays it between his own legs up for Ratu. Gets it across for Bluger. And he'll chop it down the ice. Good clear by the Canucks. Rickfetti 5 in a row is the Habs record. The hockey god is the one true god. Yep. Nice. Thanks, Colin. Russ, I want to see your hockey prayer. Laugh out loud. Dear hockey gods, please bless the Vancouver Canucks with the first pick overall. I will sacrifice Dobby if that's what it requires. In the name of Wayne Gretzky, Bobby Orr, and Mario Lemieux, amen. Kings still control. Pass across for Clark. He puts it back over for Laferriere. Oh, I'm going to sneeze now. Uh-oh. Oh, shot to the front of the net. Kempe can't get a stick on it. Oh my gosh. Laferriere gets it now. Skates down the near side boards. He'll fire a pass across the other side for the Breadman. Back to Clark. Clark puts it back to the Breadman. Far side boards. And then Clark gets again near side boards. He passes to the other side for Laferriere, and Lightning comes across and makes a great save and hangs on with 12 seconds left to go in this power play. Okay, you've seen me burp. You've seen me hiccup. You've seen me sneeze. I haven't coughed yet. Rick Fetty's like, who said the word? No! Someone call PETA! What a save! Sheesh! Oh, looks like the referee went down in a pile. He's back up though, looking fine. Shaking it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Yeah, who did say shutout? Because the Seattle Torrent have now scored. Tank, baby, tank! Oh, wait, no, they're not tanking, right? Nah. Golden Eyes aren't tanking. All right, plays back underway. Canucks will clear the puck down the ice. That should do it for the remainder of this power play, as the final seconds will tick off. And then Heronic will come out of the box. Oh, wait, no, he won't, because it's a 5-minute. So Carlson comes out of the box because he was serving. And then Lankinen makes another save and hangs on with 10:20 left to go here in this third period of play, in this tied third period of play. Don't sacrifice Dobby. Fair enough. Lanks! Yeah, J-Bach up. Torrance scored. 4-1 Golden Eyes. 4-1 Golden Eyes! Go Habs, go! 2026 Lord Stanley. James C. Kirk has got the life ring out. What is it? Life ring? What am I saying? Lifesaver? Lanks the save. Lank. Russell. I just fed Harley as well. That's good. Making sure that all the pets are being fed. Hockey God didn't like your sacrifice offering, so they made me you sneeze out bad juju. Fair enough. Canucks have iced the puck. Learn the rules. Russell, the NHL refs just hate the Canucks as ever since the 2011. Sorry, I really hate these effing keyboards. Golden Eyes wave. Golden Eyes wave. What does that even mean, Calvin? Laugh out loud. Flanking it with another save, and he hangs on. Canucks will be able to get a change now after the icing call. Brant Clark's all confused about why he didn't score. It's because you suck, Brant Clark. That's why. Good chance for the Canucks. That's why the entrance video is so long. He prays during that part. Yeah. He said, always pray to the hockey gods. I want to see what his is. Laugh out loud. Russell, you sneeze as loud as I do. Laugh out loud. Golden Eyes wave. Golden Eyes wave. And then KJ Brazy's like, you're welcome, Frank. Thought so, thanks. I also thought 5 is the most by any team in a row. The hockey gods don't answer if you're in Vancouver. That's true. Because we won the Stanley Cup all the way back in, what was it, 1915? And ever since they've hated us. They hate us because they ain't us. Brandon Astle and James Zabowski are my favorite play-by-play guys. That's cool. Jay, can you believe you were just in the same chat as Brandon Astle? James Zabowski is great too. I tried to get him to call the, was it Nurse? Who was that line again? It was Nurse Karvinen and Venishova. I wanted him to call him the IOC line. Yeah. I don't know if he ever did though. Fight! Fight. And then Zach's just like, Frank, I will check. Do I want a Funko Pop? How do I get a Funko Pop? 17 on 17. Yep, that was a fun fight. Not really. Ironic. King's pressing here late. Luger pokes the puck up for Besser. He plays it, loses a handle on it. The Kings will keep it in. Byfield plays it behind the net. Trevor Moore loses the puck as well. Poked away. Canucks will move it out over the blue line. Ogren with a burst of speed through the neutral zone. He'll play the puck deep. Ends up behind Kemper. Oh, Canucks control. Shot to the front of the net. Kemper makes a save. I don't think he ever saw it, but it goes off his right pad. Marcus Pettersson keeps it in, plays it across. Besser skates onto it. He makes a nice hard pass down low for Ogren. Turns in the corner, skates back to the blue line. They'll play the puck down behind the net. Kemper comes out. Stops the puck. Mikey Anderson's there too. He's being harassed, but manages to work the puck. He'll throw it all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call against the Kings. They apparently need to learn the rules. Matthew Joseph. Yep. BRB, Frank. The stadium can hold around 4,000 people. That's crazy. Your school has a 4,000 seat stadium. Only team to win more than 4 cups in a row are the Habs. Zach's like, too evil. Crystal! The Kings have all been out for a minute. Byfield steps on the draw, so he'll get a warning. Rossi trying to win this one after the icing call. Byfield jumps again. That should be a penalty, but the linesman will never call it. Now the linesman in the way. That's crazy. Byfield totally jumped on that draw, and the linesman didn't even bat an eyelash. I want to see a penalty for too many face-off infractions, which you rarely ever see. It's one of my favorite penalties. EP25 slaps the puck in to the Kings zone. Puck comes around the boards. Carlson couldn't keep it in. Bouillon picks it up in neutral zone. Sidesteps a man. Puts the puck deep. Kemper stops behind his net. Plays to the far side. Puck rung to the near side to Mikey Anderson. So the Mikey Anderson wasn't able to change yet. Now he will as the Kings bring it in. Pass to the front of the net. Knocked away. Ends up behind in the corner. Poke down low. Ends up behind the net as Joel Armia skates around out front. Shot to the front of the net. Lankinen makes the save. Rebound ends up behind the net. Lankinen loses his stick, but he'll recover it. Joel Armia picks it up again. He'll fire another one towards Lankinen, who makes the save, and then he'll cover up for a whistle. 7:40 left to go here in the third period of play. Canucks only have managed 4 shots so far in this period. They need to get some more shots as they're now being outshot 29-22 by these Kings. Back to the bar. Crystal to good. I'm going to be tired. Good night, everyone. Remember, tank, live your life with good grace, eat well, and hydrate. Yep. Don't forget to stay hydrated, people. It's like yin and yang symbol now. Oh, puck to the front of the net. Lankinen makes another save with Kempe right on the doorstep, digging away at the puck. They hate us because they ain't us. Yep. You heard it here first, kids. Yeah, Brent Clark with a shot. Kempe deflects it right between his own leg and then slashes Lankinen right on the glove. Could you get Mark Pye from the Canucks Digest on the show, says Tillo? Mark Pye. I don't think I've heard of Mark Pye. I don't think I've heard of Canucks Digest either. Or what are they? Tillo, are they a YouTube channel? Are they a Instagram page? What is Canucks Digest? Night Cadet. Night Duncan. West Coast hockey is too far from hockey gods. They go to bed in the East Coast time. Yep. Canoris knows. Vilander puts the puck to the side, but out of the reach. Now Ogren takes it in over the blue line, stops up, half boards, puts it in the middle for Marcus Pettersson, who fires it towards the net. That one's blocked by Edmondson. Puck back to the blue line. Cross for Ogren covering. He passes across. One timer to the front of that one goes wide. On a wild shot there. Vilander picks up the puck. Rossi now brings it in. Fires one off the end boards. Up to the front. Chopped to the front of the net by the Canucks. And that one gets deflected back to the Kings. They'll skate it out. Losing the puck just inside the Canucks blue line. But they'll recover and throw it towards the front of the net. Now the Canucks play it out to the neutral zone. Night Duncan. I didn't realize the hockey gods had a curfew. Oh, Rossi puts it right through the top of the crease. William throws it towards the front of the net. That one deflects off Dumoulin. Recovered, though, by the Canucks. They'll play it down low. Drew O'Connor back to the blue line. Kudratsev gets it down low. Carlson can't get to it. Now, Drew O'Connor can't get to the puck either, and the Kings will flip it out. Kudratsev, good hand-eye there, knocks the puck away, but the Kings will recover it. Trevor Moore puts it to the middle. And Jared Wright puts it to the front of the net. Lankinen makes the save. Puck ends up behind him again. And that one's cleared away by the Canucks once more out to the neutral zone. Doughty picks it up in his own face-off dot. Out to center. Canucks keep it at the blue line. The Kings are offside, so they'll have to wait for their man to get out. Hoglander battling with Doughty, but Doughty gets a shot to the front of the net. Kings try and recover it. EP40 comes up, and he'll just fire it down the ice to get it out of trouble. They'll call that icing. Learn the rules. Learn the rules, EP40. Byfield gets robbed again. Puck ends up behind him, and Bouillam's the one to clear this one away this time. I will be cheering for the Mammoth in the playoffs, says Derek. The Mammoth! Canucks win the draw in their own zone after the icing. Now EP40 picks it up, skates over his own blue line, cuts across the whale at center ice, drops it for DeBrusk, who fires it towards Kemper. DeBrusk gets the puck after EP40, gets it free. Hoglander plays it off the end boards to himself. Now he gets taken down by Kopitar. No call because the refs are blind and deaf. Kings lose the puck at the Canucks blue line. EP40 cuts across the whale once again. He makes a spinning move back to Marcus Pettersson and throws it towards the front of the net for EP40, who tips it towards the net. It goes just over. Good give and go there between the Petterssons. Pettersson to Pettersson to Pettersson. But it wasn't Pettersson to Pettersson. It was Pettersson to Pettersson to Pettersson. Do you understand me? EP40 to the Dragon, back to EP40, out of play. That's more clear, isn't it? Makes sense why Toronto has the Hall of Fame. Yeah. The Hall of Fame is what determines the hockey gods' curfew / bedtime. I meant the ref hate the Canucks and have since 2011. There you go. We need a Ken Dryden, Steve Shutt, or Murance Richard. Maurice Richard. That's what I'm going to assume you're trying to say, Frank. Frank and Gordie Howe as well. Hashtag pull the goalie. Frank's like, ah. Kayla Chapman, Lanks. Can we give the refs a penalty? I want to see them get called for interference. Glenn, that would be hilarious. Seeing a referee sitting in the penalty box. Man, it's anybody's game. It is. I mean, one bounce either way, and it could be. But the Canucks have not gotten a lot of shots. The crowd is doing the wave. You love to see it. I sometimes wonder if the refs are paid off to make certain teams win. Me too, Colin. Wave! Make a movie, bad refs, make your day. Talking Head on YouTube, says James, is Canucks Digestive. William's been skating tonight. You like it. They're like the Canucks news channel on YouTube. Ah, fellas have some good passing night. Yeah, Johnny Redbone, I agree. I think the refs are tasked to make games as close as possible for excitement's sake. I would be surprised if there are teams they cheat for. Yeah. Canucks put the EP40 Hoglander DeBrusk line back out for this offensive zone face-off. EP40 wins it. Hoglander puts it to the side for Marcus Pettersson. Puck comes behind the net for Hoglander. He plays it across for DeBrusk. Back to the blue line for Kudryavtsev. Kudryavtsev throws it towards the front of the net. Kemper directs it out of play with 4:22 left to go. That should be delay a game. Kudryavtsev does a hell of a job getting the puck to the front of the net. You'll love to see it. Good face-off win by Pettersson. Hoglander plays it right back to the blue line. This line is feisty. I like it. Kings equals OT win. Kings equal OT. Yeah, that is true. Frank Morris, you are absolutely right. Canucks win another draw. Back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net by EP25. Kings wrap it around the boards. Comes all the way out to center. Kudryavtsev gets a pass over to EP25. He gets it deep. Canucks move in on the forecheck again. Hoglander tries to jar the puck free, but the Kings will clear it out. Skate over the whale at center ice. Pass across the top of the crease. No one there to receive it. And they will take a shot from outside the face-off circle. And Lankinen makes a save and hangs on as the Kings get another shot on net. Another great save by Lank. Will the team message to the fans be televised? I don't know. I'm going to keep the TV on, but I doubt it because Sportsnet hates us. Go Canucks, go, says Frank. Hey, Tillo, happy it's not 9-0. Laugh out loud. I will be cheering for the Mama Zamboni break breaks the ice service because it's too chonky, right? Face off to Lankinen's right. Ratu wins that one. The Canucks put it off the boards. Now they got a 2-on-2. Canucks get it deep. Drew O'Connor moves in on Drew Doughty. Got some Drew on Drew violence there. Canucks dig it out. Spinning the puck down low. Drew O'Connor now takes the puck away from Drew Doughty. Firing the puck towards the front of the net and through a crowd. Kemper finds it and hangs on for a whistle. So it looks like they had Ratu out there to take the face off, and then he went to the bench because Rossi's been struggling in the dot. Yeah, Kayla, laughing and crying. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Why Perfetti? They're technically the real Jets. Laugh out loud. Colin Whitehead, that's cheeky and I like it. Jerks are dead to me, says Perfetti. The version of the Kings is actually entertaining. Oh, this version of the Kings is actually entertaining. I mean, it's entertaining when the Canucks can actually score some goals against them. All forms. I don't believe in evolution anymore. Backhander to the front of the net from Trevor Moore. Lankinen blockers it away. Kings get it back to the blue line. Doughty plays it across to the other side. Run around the boards, in behind for Byfield. Byfield harassed by Hronek. He'll play it around behind the net again. Trevor Moore skates onto it, spins away from Bouillon. Bouillon turns, gets the puck away from him, puts it off the back of his own net. Puck comes out front. Bluer can't get to it. Byfield picks it up. He'll play it back to the blue line for Laferriere. Plays across for Doughty. He throws a wild shot that goes across the top of the crease, but it had no chance of being tipped or anything. It just goes straight out of play. Could you hear that voice? Could you hear the voice that went with that? Are you not entertained? Laugh out loud, dot fat. Mushy middle is crap. Wave! Wave! We got Ratu taking the next draw. Zach's doing the wave, along with Canoris and Perfetti. Oh, and then we got a final score. It is a final score. The Golden Eyes have won their game. So Golden Eyes win 4-1. So I believe the Seattle Torn are officially eliminated from the playoffs with that loss. Yeah, I believe. Good job, Torrent. You lost again to us, the better expansion team. Canucks bring in EP40, plays it around behind for DeBrusque, plays it up the boards, comes back to the blue line, kept in there. Hoglander loses the puck to Kopitar. Kopitar works it up for Kempe. Kempe plays it back down low into his own zone. Puck comes across for Brett Clark. They'll put it in on Lankinen. He cues it up for Vilander. Vilander banks the puck off the end boards to Marcus Pettersson. Marcus Pettersson up for Drew O'Connor, who has a burst of speed through center. He goes in 1-on-3. Puck dribbles in on Kemper. And Kemper will hang on for a whistle with 1:37 left to go. Get ready for OT. For the 1,000th time to the Kings. The Kings benefited on OT. Yep. The Kings have won 35 games this year, but only 22 of them have been in regulation. They have, what is that? 17 wins in extra time. Isn't that crazy? They have 22 wins in the regulation, and they have 17 wins in extra time. That's nuts. Kings win the draw. They'll clear it out. Canucks pick it up. Bouillon across for Hronek, throws it across for Drew O'Connor, skates it on over the blue line, gets his stick lifted, then he falls and loses the puck, but Carlson's there to help. Carlson pokes it down low. Drew O'Connor now battles in the corner with Mikey Anderson. Carlson throws it around the boards, comes back for Bouillon, puts it back down the boards. Carlson with a bit of space on Drew Doughty. Skates, puts the puck behind the net for Rossi. Rossi out front. Carlson back to the blue line. Shot to the front of that one deflects. Takes a weird bounce off the boards. Picked up there. and the Kings will play it all the way up to the Canucks blue line, but they put it in offside with 49.1 seconds left to go here in this third period of play. Rossi looks gassed. Trevor Moore is confused. And the faceoff will be just outside the Canucks zone. Shot. Everybody. Luger wins it. Vilander in the corner. Throws the puck up the boards. Puck goes all the way down the ice. Good burst of speed from Ogren. They're still going to call it icing because the linesman is a stupid piece of shit. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. Ogren's like, you're an idiot. And the referee's like, yeah, I know. With a little extra hand gesture because the referee thinks he's cool. Kings win the draw. Pass around behind the boards. Marcus Pettersson gets it over for Vilander, plays it up the boards. Now Bluger skates out. Going to be a 3-on-2 for the Canucks if they hustle. Pass across from Bluger to Ogren, gets knocked down though. And then Kempe plays it back for Kopitar, who loses it at the blue line. Vilander plays it up to his blue line. Besser plays it back for Vilander, who chops it across for Marcus Pettersson. Got 12 seconds left here. Bluger up to the Kings blue line. Kings will stop it there. Marcus Pettersson keeps it in, but that'll do it as the Kings enter regulation once again. The Kings have gone to overtime 33 times. 33 times the Kings have gone to overtime. That is insane. End of regulation. 33 times they've gone to overtime. And they have 19 overtime losses. 19 overtime or shootout losses. 19 loser points. They got 89 points. Without their loser points, they have 70 points. It's insane. Oh, excuse me, I burped again. Looks like we're heading to sudden death overtime. Barbershop, what's up? Thanks, Vancouver. Thanks a lot. Oilers versus Kings, round 1 for the 6th time. It's not my fault, man. It's not my fault. Is it though, for sure? Oh, yeah. So the Kings with the 1 point. No, they'd have to win this game still. Barbershop, welcome back, Barbershop. Always good to see our favorite troll. I don't think it's for sure yet. If the Oilers beat us, no, that doesn't make a difference. The Ducks still have another game too, so it's not set in stone yet. All right, 3-on-3 overtime. Got Kempe, Doughty, and Lawton out. And then we got EP40, Hronek, and DeBrusk out. So make it a 5-minute timer for this overtime period. Go Canucks, glow. Go Canucks, glow. EP40 with a good face-off win. Hronek harassed by Kempe. He gets the puck over for EP40. EP40 dishes for DeBrusk. DeBrusk headed off by Kempe. Pass up for Hronek out of his reach. Kemper comes out of the net, plays it to the side. DeBrusk intercepts that one. He thought about playing it out front with Kemper trying to poke check him. Hronek walks the blue line, leaves it for Petey. Petey skates across the top of the slot. Now he'll back out to center. Pettersson leaves it there for DeBrusque. DeBrusque gets a little light interference. Now Petey with a shot to the front of the net. The puck comes off the glass and Kemper actually gloves it with 4:17 left to go. That's crazy. James T. Kirk, barbershop. Does whatever a barbershop does. Eventually the Kings will beat the Oilers. You never know. 5th time's the charm. Yeah, isn't this the 5th time they'd play in the first round? Face off in the Kings zone. Both teams have changed their players. Canucks win the draw. Good work there by Ratsu. He'll skate right off. So Canucks take control again. Besser at his own blue line. Passes over for Bouillon. Goes all the way back down behind Lankinen. Bouillon. Through center. Turns back. Didn't like what he saw. Passes over for Besser. Besser puts it over for Rossi. Rossi takes a step. So he got some space, so he'll skate. Drops it. Bouillon, nice move. Puts it in front, right through the top of the crease. Nobody there to touch it. Kings bring it back up. Canucks do well to get back in time. Brant Clark plays it back all the way down in his own zone. The Canucks will change at least one player. Quinton Byfield drops it to his own blue line. Breadman back for Byfield. Breadman picks it up from Byfield. Now a shot to the front net. Byfield has it in his feet. Couldn't get a shot off, and Drew O'Connor picks it up there. He'll turn back behind his own net. O'Connor taking his time, waiting for his teammates to change. Vierlander's out now. Vielander puts it back. Rossi leaves it for Vielander. Goes back to the blue line. Now he'll take it out to center. Pass up for Rossi. Rossi turns back over the whale. He'll backhand it up to the blue line. Drew O'Connor has to take it back out to center again. Rossi's offside, so they'll have to just wait a second. Drew O'Connor passes across for Vielander. Drew O'Connor goes to the bench. Vielander turns back behind his own net. Vielander drops the puck. Picked up by EP40. Skates in. Keeps the puck. Passes the other side. Picked up by Bouillon. Bouillon back for... Oh, no. Bouillon has it knocked down, but he drops it for Petey. Petey puts it over for Bouillon. Puck bounces back to him. Back to DeBrusque. And DeBrusque scores! Jacob DeBrusque scores a goal. 3-on-3 in overtime. And Petey gets it over to him. It's not a power play goal. It's 3-on-3, so it counts as even strength. And Jake DeBrusque has his 23rd goal of the year, and the Vancouver Canucks have won the game against the Kings. That's 3 wins in a row. The Vancouver Canucks have 3 wins in a row in 2026. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. What a weird bounce. Man, Pettersson knocked that one down out of the air with the shaft of his stick and then passed it over for DeBrusque, who was doing his best Connor Garland mini stick impersonation, choked up as much as he could, and puts it past Kemper. And the Vancouver Canucks embrace each other with a win as Petey cheers and hugs his man, Mr. DeBrusque, and the Vancouver Canucks have won the game. Woo! You love to see it. Oh my God, the Canucks won. That's 3 games in a row. Connor Garland like. That's crazy. And then I think in the middle of that too, Eric Hunter dropping a gifted membership. And that one went out to Alex Pope. Alex Pope getting the free gift of membership courtesy of Eric Hunter. That's the wrong button. There we go. So Alex Pope getting the free gift of membership courtesy of Eric Hunter. And I think I saw, Eric Hunter using his monthly membership message as well. Okay, next season, this team better have better music than Living on a Prayer Way to motivate the players. Listen to Minnesota's home game playlist. Whoa, living on a prayer. Oh, and this is cool too. The Canucks have all stayed on the ice to shake Kopitar's hand because it is his last season and the Canucks won't be playing in the playoffs. So good, classy move by the Canucks to shake hands with the captain of the LA Kings, Kopitar. Very cool. I mean, say what you want, but Kopitar is one of the greatest two-way centers that the game has ever seen. So that's crazy. So thank you very much, Eric Hunter, for using your monthly membership message. 7 months as a member now. I hope they get a better playlist too. Then Kopitar giving a little wave to the crowd too. So that's very cool. Everyone giving him a good round of applause. You'll love to see that kind of stuff as he high fives a couple fans as he goes back. So thank you, Eric Hunter, for being a member for 7 months. And then thank you as well, Eric Hunter, for donating to Dobby's College Education Fund and donating in overtime on the goal by Jake DeBrusk. So Pettersson, EP40, gets his 36th assist of the season. And Tom Wielander gets his 16th assist. And Jake DeBrusk is up to 23 goals now. Crazy, right? Jake, the power play goal. DeBrusk scores. Woo! Does this count as a 5-on-5 goal? No, but it counts as even strength, technically. Thanks, guys, says Janias. Yeah, that's funny. Woo! Mini stick goal. Chip shot, trick shot. Yeah. And he was like this. That's funny. Wow, laugh out loud. Jake, that's a lot. Oh God, I just shit myself. Be right back. What? Woo! Eric, did you poop? I'd rather play Avs if we beat M, gives them momentum for the rest of the way. Lose it's expected. Yeah. Last home game. Yep. They managed to win it. Nope. They immediately go to highlights of the Anaheim game. They are not going to show us any of the fan stuff. So I'm going to turn the TV off. All right. What are we doing here? We're finishing up the game. It's time to get Dustin Boydell back on the line. Canucks win their third extra time. Like, what are they? The Canucks do their best LA Kings impersonation by winning another game in extra time, which is crazy. I think that's 3 overtime wins in a row, right? Shootout, overtime. Yeah. Craziness. All right, let's get Dustin online. I'm getting distracted. Oh no, I just opened up Zoom. We don't want Zoom. Stop it, Zoom. All right. Yep. Okay. Yep. Start video call. Here we go. Oh yeah, he's still got the crazy shirt on. Can you believe it? It's 2026 and the Vancouver Canucks have won 3 games in a row. What do you think, Dustin? Luck or just sheer dumb luck?
So my choices are luck or dumb luck.
Yeah.
I'll go with dumb luck on that one.
Beat San Jose in the shootout 4-3. They beat the Anaheim Ducks 4-3 in overtime, and they beat the LA Kings 4-3 in overtime. Jake DeBrusk technically scored a even strength goal, Dustin. What do you think about that?
Yep. Well, I mean, very nice setup. Good job to get down low there in overtime by both him and Pettersson. Elias Pettersson, getting up to 36 assists on this game. Could you imagine if maybe DeBrusk had 15 more of those even strength goals? Probably another 15 assists for Elias Pettersson. Imagine if Besser had, 20 more goals. Probably most of them on the power, a lot of them on the, say half of them on the power play, probably assisted by Pettersson. That's another 10 assists. Say Rossi's was here the whole year and passes the puck to Pettersson on the power play. Sets Pettersson up for some goals because the other guys scoring would open up some free ice for them. and get Pedersen, say, maybe 15 more goals, all of a sudden he's at 95 points.
Yep. Weird how that works, eh? Carry the 1,
right?
Add the 3, divided by the sum of all numbers. PD would be a 100-point player. So here's a serious question, as serious as it can be after a game that doesn't mean anything for anyone. Hoglander flying out there. He's been really good lately, playing every night. Is Hoglander the key to unlocking DeBrusk? Because I feel like the fancy dancy nature of Hoglander has unlocked something between PD and DeBrusk. Because I think that might have been the Canucks' best line tonight. Even at 5
I think it's just the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I think it's just the energy that with which he plays the game. Like, you have to give certain players that freedom to play that style, because if you try to neuter that, then you take away their edge and you take away their ability to actually get involved in the game. So I've loved how Hoglander has been lately. Glad he got a shot to play up the lineup a little bit these last couple. Well, technically they're listing them on Canucks media as the third line. But they look more like a top line, and I think Pedersen has always had good chemistry with Hoglander. That's always been there, so nothing to really complain about in the end. I mean, they did the job, got the win, the final home win in front of the crowd to bring it to a whopping 9. But it's always nicer to hand the jerseys off your back after a win than after a loss. Steve Bouillon looked really good tonight. I really liked what I saw. I think Hronek has really given him the freedom to be that free of a player. Pairing him with Hronek has looked really nice. I liked that. Nothing bad to say at all about Kudryavtsev. I think he did a fine job today. I don't know if he was out there for any goals against tonight that I recall. And so that's always a good thing when you're a young defenseman playing paired up with another young guy. So all good things from the young crew tonight. Vilander also in on the overtime goal. So you like to see those good losses towards the end, or those good wins towards the end of the year with the young guys contributing, and a couple of chip-ins here from veterans. And we will see what they do in the last game in Edmonton, if they can maybe play spoiler over there and prevent them from getting home ice advantage or from winning the Pacific Division.
Kudryavtsev is a +2 in the game, and if we bring up the game summary, the Byfield goal, the defensemen were Bouillon and Vilander. The Kempe goal was Vilander and Marcus Pedersen, and then Laferriere scored with Hronek and Bouillon. So yeah, you're absolutely right. The Kudryavtsev was a +2 tonight because he was on the ice for the Pedersen goal, because he obviously got the assist on that one, and he was also on the ice for the Bouillon goal, assisted by Hoglander. So Kudryavtsev +2 tonight, which is great to see.
Yep. You love to see it. Although, I will say, poor Ty Mueller looks lost as hell in our own end right now. But I'll tell you what, in Abbey, he sure doesn't.
Yeah.
He never looks like that. And I'm like, ugh. The ones who suffer most are the forwards. The ones who are suffering the most are the forwards. I think, was it the Kempe goal that Linus Karlsson just stopped going down to help out Vilander because he's like, nope, I'm supposed to be on my man. And my man's the defenseman, because we play man on man. We don't play zone and help out. So he like literally stopped himself from going down into the corner to help Vilander with that outlet because Vilander was being pressured. And it led to a turnover in the goal. So it's just weird things like that. And Mueller got tied up for that holding penalty there because he's mismatched and getting a little bit lost. But Laferriere's goal, he just looked lost out there. Didn't know where to go. Didn't know who to check. So it's tough sledding for the forwards. And it's really apparent when you get the young guys that are so defensively sound in Abbotsford that we haven't had any negative things to talk about for their 200-foot game when they've been called up. The forwards, when they've been called up to play in Vancouver, have not looked great in their own end. And it's very evident why now. It's because of this man-on-man thing that they're doing. And, you know, there's no conversing of support. It's like the two defensemen attack the puck carrier and then everyone else starts staring at the puck. No one's doing the man-on-man and picking up the empty guy because no one wants to cycle off their guy, and no one releases anyone off of their check. And it's like, it just looks not great constantly when we get scored on. But tonight they managed to outscore the mistakes. We'll take the final home win, and we will look damn forward to that last game of the season on Thursday against those Oilers so we can get into the freaking summer. My God. Although there's one more heartbreak to come, right? May 5th or whatever.
Yeah.
When we dropped a third.
Well, I didn't bring this up in the Rusty and Dusty sideshow. There's a great Twitter account, Hamalytics, and he had this stat out about Hoglander today. So this is with and without Hoglander on ice, 5-on-5 in the last 10 games. With Hoglander on the ice, they have a expected goals of 57.7%. When he's not on the ice, it's a 37.6. That's a 20% drop when Hoglander's not on the ice. Shots on the ice, they have a 50.7, which means they got one more shot on the ice than they had shots against. And then when he's not on the ice, they had 157 and allowed 224 at 41.2%. So it's just numbers like this that are the cashew and cigarette numbers that I don't think that Adam Foote ever looks at.
You took it out. You took it. You son of a bitch.
I got
you. Took it.
Yeah. I like that low-hanging fruit because nuts are a fruit, right? Like that's what it is.
No, I mean, like, that's analytics. That's what the successful teams are driven on, and on basing your chemistry and your balance of your lineup on analytics. Foote does not. He does not believe in it. He just thinks there's some dude in Russia eating cashews and smoking cigarettes, like you said, is sitting at some computer, who's never played a hockey game in his life. Because, you know, every experience Adam Foote has had as a hockey player is the be all end all of how you should conduct yourself as a pro and as a player on the ice. So you should play the game exactly as how he played, and everything should be fine. That's how he describes it every time the guy talks. Good God.
It's not like he had Forsberg and Sakic and Hayduk and Patrick Wall on his team.
No, it was him. It was his defense. What are you talking about? He carried Columbus for all those years as their captain.
Yeah. How did Columbus do when he was the captain?
I don't know, but holy moly, did Bonus ever rip them a new one in the media today after their loss?
I saw the post. What was that all about? He was upset with them or something?
He said, I don't know if I'm back next year, but if I am back, I will be changing the culture in this locker room. These guys don't hate losing enough.
Oof.
Yep. But he was not that calm when he said it.
Yeah. He's going to get a fine.
And you don't see Bones get riled up that often.
No.
So you know that there is some stuff going on in there. Who knows who it may be. There's always been issues with Sean Monahan. They have Connor Garland down there now, who is a bit of a pouty boy. We know can be a bit of a, he brings energy to the game, but he can be a little bit of a pouty boy. So we'll see.
Garland's at the World Hockey Championship. He's like, I don't know if we can win this. And then Williams like, we're going to win this, you son of a bitch. And then Garland's like, holy crap. So I'll take Booyam over Garland any day of the week because Booyam's got that swagger. He's got that confidence in him. And
and it's starting to shine through now again. We're starting to see more of that player that we were hoping to see. It was a stretch there when he was wearing the bubble where I wasn't super concerned because I figured he was having a hard time seeing the puck. And then as soon as the bubble came off, lo and behold, he started moving around again. Then when Foot was still, when we were still not mathematically last and Foot was trying to win games and he had the pairings all over the map and we were just trying to stumble through the trade deadline, Booyam struggled for a while. And then finally landed on with Hronek as a pairing and has been consistent for a while now, a couple of weeks, and has looked better and better every 3-game chunk that we watch him. So that's the type of stuff that I was hoping to see towards the end of the year, especially with the young guys, and so that's great. I'm happy. I'm happy with the win. I'm happy to take a win in this one, and also I want to say good job on the whole team sticking around and giving congratulations to Andrzej Kopitar after the game. Everyone stuck around to shake his hand, so good job by the Canucks to take care of it after the game. Make sure they give him his kudos and send him off because he has been pretty much a class act his entire NHL career, has stayed loyal to the same organization his entire career, and he's likely going to enjoy the hell out of retirement now.
Yeah.
Once he finishes these playoffs.
Once he gets bounced in the first round by the Oilers again.
Yeah. Unless they end up having to play those Avs.
Yeah, well, it's not set yet. Like we said, there's still
not yet.
Not yet. Nothing's set for that yet. Have they updated these?
As of right now, they would be playing the Avs still because the Ducks still have 3 more regulation wins than them.
Yeah, which is crazy that it's only 3 more because the Kings only have 22 regulation wins out of their 35. So 17 of their wins have come in extra time, which is crazy. So it comes down to who can do better in their last game. The Ducks, who do they play again? I looked it up earlier. They play against Nashville, so Nashville is nothing to play for. And then LA is playing against the Calgary Flames. So both kind of dud games. Anaheim probably has the tougher of the 2 matchups just because, the Flames are trash and they're unethically tanking because they're not a serious team. Take that to the bank, Flames fans. 3 stars tonight, Dusty. Who you giving them to?
Let's see. Probably give them to Jake DeBrusk, 1st star, 2nd star, Elias Pettersson, the forward, and 3rd star. I'd probably go with Booyam because he was flying out there, even though DPD got the goal. So, look at that. Booyam got 1st star. Holy shorty feeling generous tonight.
He was flying out there, so I don't blame him on that one. He was creating a lot.
No, I don't blame him either, but I was going to go 3rd star for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Jake DeBrusk with the 2nd star, 2 goals, and then Quinton Byfield, who also was a force out there. I mean, fighting off Besser on his 1st goal to keep that. He's one of those players who lately you just feel like he is driving this team a lot of the time. especially with the absence of Fiala. He's kind of stepped up in the absence of Fiala, who they obviously lost at the Olympics with that horrific leg injury. So Byfield, I mean, if the Kings can get into the first round and beat the Oilers, I think Byfield's gonna have a big say in that. We'll have to wait and see.
Yep.
Canucks.
And here's a treat for you.
Yep.
You usually do all the spreadsheets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my own spreadsheet for Thursday. I'm going to see what the effect would be on the playoffs and the standings if the NHL were to adopt the 3-2-1 point system.
All right. I'll add it to the talking points. Oh, wait, I'll bring out the captain's log. Yep. Captain's log.
So I'll do each division stuff and I'll break it all down and see where everyone would have ended up.
3-2-1 playoff points, Dusty. There we go. It's in the captain's log.
Yeah.
One more game left in oil country. Have to fly out to gray Edmonton for their next game. Like we talked about, does still have ramifications for these playoffs. I'll bring it up once again. The Oilers, if they lose that game, are in danger of falling down to play the Colorado Avalanche. So worst case scenario for the Oilers, they lose to the Canucks in regulation, and Anaheim and LA both win their games. So then you'd end up with sunny California's Anaheim and LA playing in the first round, with Edmonton then having to face the juggernaut that is the Avalanche. What do you expect then from the Edmonton Oilers? We talked about this a little bit earlier. Do the Edmonton Oilers now have to ice their best lineup to play against the Canucks?
And that's what we were talking about, right? You look on the flip side where Minnesota sat 15 guys tonight or something crazy. Like they sat so many guys. I know it was double digits. It was insane. They basically had they had a preseason team out there. It was nuts. But that's a team that knows that they're going into a first round playing Dallas and they're going to need some rest for their guys. So an extra game of not having to play NHL hockey helps some of those players. But like, it's an insane number. I'm pretty sure I heard 15 or something nuts. It was 10 to 15 players that were sitting out tonight.
I can pull up the roster report here. Oh my God. Okay, here's the scratches. It's not quite 15, but we're talking about their like best players.
Well,
Brock
no,
Faber, Matt Boldy, Joel Eriksson, Marcus Foligno, Zach Bogosian, Matt Zuccarello, Ryan Hartman, Quinn Hughes, Jared Spurgeon, and Kirill Kaprizov. So they literally sat their entire top line, their entire top power play. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players were sat out
10.
of the
I knew it was
tonight.
double digits.
Yeah.
It was 10. I was like, it was 10 or 15. So it was 10. Like, that's nuts, man. But Edmonton doesn't have that luxury now because they certainly do not want to end up facing Colorado in the first round. Like, absolutely not. That would be a nightmare matchup for them. So it becomes kind of a must-win game for Edmonton on Thursday. Because in a miracle world, we see LA win and Anaheim win.
Which is very possible with Nashville and Calgary, right? Two teams that have nothing to play with them, especially for a team like Nashville, who were chasing a spot and then ended up just not quite making it. That can be very deflating for a team like that.
Wouldn't that be so fun?
Oh, can you imagine? I'm hoping for it now. I've changed my mind.
I mean, that would be the dream.
Yeah.
That would be the dream first round in the West, right?
Yep.
You got Vegas, Utah, which is kind of a cool matchup. You know, two very evenly matched teams. It's going to be a fun series. It gives Utah a chance to get out of the first round. And then you got an absolute war between Dallas and Minnesota, which whoever survives, hopefully Dallas, will have to face either, probably Utah. And then you got Colorado that's going to go in and decimate, hopefully Edmonton.
Yep.
And you got, then they take on the winner of sunny California after that. So that would be like ideal for me.
I'm down for it.
Anaheim and LA.
We're
First
California
round.
fans for
They don't
the
have
next
to.
2
They don't have
games.
to go anywhere. They can take a bus to the. Like they could both stay home, and then they're rested to go up against Colorado in the second round. You could have some sort of miracle because Colorado and Edmonton is, even though Colorado's probably taking that, Draisaitl comes back, probably goes 7 games. You know, a team that has only stayed in their own time zone at home all series goes up against Colorado and could be some crazy stuff. There's some crazy scenarios that could happen in the West, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, Edmonton's been running without Draisaitl, and they've been out without Hyman as well, I believe. So,
Jiggity.
Who knows if they could get that back? But
it's always tough when Hyman's out broken.
Yep. Giggity.
What?
Shout out
Connor.
to
He was terrible tonight. Trade him.
Who was?
Just kidding. He was good. He had a turnover that he made up for. He got back and made a really nice play defensively. But didn't find the score sheet tonight, but was still making an impact by making up for his mistakes and playing smart in his own end.
Shout out to the Vancouver Golden Knights with a big 4-1 victory over the Seattle Torrent, keeping their very slight playoff hopes alive, as they will have 3 more games to play, which would give them 9 more points in the standings, which would give them enough to overtake the Ottawa Charge and the Scepters and the Sirens. However, all those teams as well, the Ottawa Charge have 3 more games, and the Scepters and the Sirens have 4 more games each. So it would require all teams above them to lose out, essentially, which is a very unlikely scenario. But at least they managed to do the deed against the I-5 rivals in the Seattle Torrent, which is always fun to see.
For sure. What do you mean, Prickfetti? EP40 supposed to. He's supposed to go 82 games and get a point in every single one of them. Can't get points every game is what he said.
Yeah. One more game left, Dustin. One more
And then
game.
I think Colin said the over-under, we beat Edmonton Thursday. I do think I think the Canucks. Well, here's the thing. It depends on what lineup Edmonton ices. If they ice their entire lineup, which they likely have to do, it'll be a tougher game for sure. But it's very easy to motivate the guys for that last game. You just go in there and say, we can force these guys to have to play Colorado in the first round if we beat them. And that could be a pretty nice note to go out on going into the summer. And who knows what the young guys bring. So Thursday could be a very interesting day in the Pacific Division.
If the Canucks beat the Oilers and then the Kings and the Ducks both win their games, I'm going to take full credit for the Oilers getting knocked out of the playoffs.
There you go.
Dustin, we got one more game on Thursday against the Oilers, like we've been talking about. It's a 6:00 start, so it's a bit of an earlier start because they're playing it at Edmonton. Is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go for the night?
I hope you guys have a great Wednesday tomorrow and enjoy Thursday. We will see you Thursday night for the final game of this season. Finally, and then hopefully Friday or on the weekend after the final Abbey game, we're talking about them firing Adam Foote on Thursday. Because, boy, it would sure be nice if they just showed him the door the day after the season ended. And then on Monday, the 20th, they can promote Manny after Abbotsford wraps up their season on the weekend. That would be the perfect way to end this year.
And on the same day, announce the full plans for the practice facility and fire Alvin and hire Ryan Johnson as well.
Absolutely. Calvin, you just showed your cards. You weren't here for the sideshow.
Yeah.
We covered that already, pal.
Yeah. Dustin, I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of the night. We'll chat again soon.
Yeah, appreciate you too, big guy. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you soon.
Did you almost call me daddy?
No, I was gonna say you big fella and then big guy at the same time, and it just came out like big Della, and almost said maybe daddy. I don't know.
Oh,
who's your daddy?
wow.
You my daddy, Russ.
That vinegar went straight to my head. All right, have a good night, brother. Say hi to Katie for me.
We forgot to talk about that.
It worked like a charm.
I wasn't lying, right? It seems crazy, but all I do is just take a spoon out of the drawer and bang. It's anything really that makes you go because it just shocks your diaphragm back down quickly, like, which is spasming, causing the hiccups. But I have literally never failed. Knock on wood, because I hope it doesn't stop working randomly someday. But it works every time. I've not
You're saying
had
I
it
didn't
not
need
work.
to do a double shot? I just needed to do like a spoon?
Yes. We went a little heavy with the shot glass, but it worked. I was like, that's aggressive. When I said a tablespoon, I just meant like your big soup spoon out of the drawer.
We don't do anything half measures here on Nothing is Perfect.
Go
Even with
big or
the
go
bigger.
home.
Yeah. Awesome, brother. Talk to you soon. Have a great night.
Absolutely, you too.
Dustin Boydell, the Silver Fox, stopping by with knowledge about curing your hiccups with vinegar. Apparently, I didn't need to do a double shot. I just needed a tablespoon. That's kind of funny. Oh my God. It did work, though. It absolutely did. Okay, let's finish the poll question now. Pop that one off. Poll question done for the night. What do you, or who do you want to see Colorado play in the first round of the playoffs? The Oilers, the resounding number one guess. 45% of you want to see the Canucks beat the Oilers on Thursday, have the Kings and the Ducks win their respective games, and then have the Oilers fall to the last wild card spot and have to play the Colorado Avalanche in the first round. The Kings got 26%, 16% of you said Ducks, and 13% of you, as usual, laughing and crying on Nothing is Perfect. Let's have a look at the fan funding as well. Coach Rob Willie using his monthly membership message. He's been a member for 13 months. And then Eric Hunter showing up with a $10 dono to start. Let's go for 3 in a row. I appreciate you for the $10 dono. And then he gifted a membership, and he gifted a membership, and he gifted a membership. Oh, that means that we're short one membership. We have 3 gifted memberships from Eric Hunter, but we are short one because we normally do a gifted membership per. So let's quickly go in here, and I'm going to gift a membership for the overtime goal by DeBrusque. All right, click it there, click that, this. Tap, confirm. There we go. All right, so one more will be coming. And then Eric Hunter, okay, it's next season. This team better have better music than Living on a Prayer. Way to motivate the players. Listen to Minnesota's home game playlist. And then Eric Hunter with a gift of membership. And then a $4 dono to say, let's fucking go 4 in a row. And then I gifted a membership. And who got it? Does it say? Yellow Kodiak getting the free gifted membership. The last one of the night. So congratulations, Yellow Kodiak. I appreciate you. And I thank you for being here. And thank you to everyone who donated to the show tonight. That's awesome. You guys are beauties. We will be live again on Thursday against the Oils. The Oilers, we can spoil their playoff hopes by pitting them against the Colorado Avalanche. We need some help from the Kings and the Ducks, but the Kings win, the Ducks win, and the Oilers lose to the Canucks. Bam. Colorado versus Oilers in the first round. And let me say, it's not just because I want to see the Oilers lose. I think it would be fun to also see McDavid versus McKinnon. Once again, thank you to Jake Stakes Hockey for showing up during the second intermission and for having a nice chat with me. We got him 2 more subscribers tonight, so we'd love to see that. If you haven't done it yet, I do have his YouTube page pinned in the chat right now, so go give him a sub if you're not subscribed already. He'll be covering the playoffs coming up. Yeah, that's pretty much does it. Pretty much does it for the night, guys. We'll be live again on Sunday as well. Reminder, we'll have the last game for the Abbey Canucks. We had Brandon Astle pop in. He'll be calling the game on a TV, asking for advice. All I said was, leaning to the side won't make a difference. There's my gifted membership. All right, guys. I appreciate all you beautiful people being here tonight. Canucks win 4-3 in overtime against the Kings. You'll love to see it. And until Thursday, remember, my name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And make sure that you make good choices.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who requested to hear my beautiful voice too. I appreciate that.
How you doing tonight? Doing good. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy. What an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah, weird
they were
times.
rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You'll love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We were very happy to welcome Brandon Astle to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing is Perfect, Mr. Zach Nolan.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you.
Howdy.
What's up, my dude? They say never meet your heroes, but boy, am I glad I got to, because here he is, the man, the myth, the legendary host, Toddcast Podcast, Mr. Todd Hancock.
Dude, thank you, man. What a crazy introduction. A hero, a myth, a legend.
Yeah. We're pleased to welcome to the show, Canuckland.
Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited.
Passionate, realistic, honest. Rev Trev.
Let's go. Let's get some passion going. There's some actual hockey playing.
Smith plays it right across the zone. Bolano with a shot. Score! The Edmonton Canucks from the blue line! Shot through crowd! And the Canucks have won it in overtime! Just like that, game one is over! And you don't have to wait much longer because the Abbotsford Canucks have won